Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ariel Helwani Show!
Back in your life on this Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. Hello again, everyone. I just realized it's 02/25/25. I mean, that's pretty darn close. What is that called? A parallelogram or something? 02.
Parallelogram.
Is that what it is?
A palindrome?
A palindrome.
Palindrome. But no, this doesn't.
Yeah, except this
isn't
a
a 20.
palindrome.
Yeah.
It's close.
Nah, backwards would be 525220.
It's close.
Great start.
It's close. Anyway, just hit me. 02/25/25 is pretty darn cool, my friends. It's great to be here on a lovely Tuesday in New York City. And we've got some, dare I say, breaking news, my friends. We've got a lot to discuss on this Tuesday afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be. I love it when a lot has happened in between shows. And that's why I listened to Action Bronson when he said, you need to be on every day. Whether it's you or someone else, it needs to be every day because there are things to be discussed in the world of combat sports. We had a phenomenal show yesterday. We're still all very emotional, verklempt after Jim Lampley came in here and it was the floodgates. Just waterworks. Went home, was thinking about some of the stories, cried even more. In fact, now we have, right to my left, a box of Kleenex that is not going anywhere. So if this happens again...
Who, me?
Because I didn't realize that so many people actually cry in the studio. We were recounting before the show. Obon Elliott cried. Michael Chandler cried. Jim Lampley cried. Chael P?
I think I saw him tearing up a little bit.
Cried. Was there another one? Joe Hendry?
Feldman? You already said
Feldman.
Yeah.
Didn't say that. I mean, some have called me the Oprah of combat sports. You said it, not me, Frankie, all right? Now, today on the program, a lot more to discuss, and it's a beautiful, tremendous four-pack of guests. Back into the show, we'll be joined by the pride of Montreal, arguably the best male fighter competing out of Canada these days, Aiemann Zahabi. Why? Well, I'll get to him in a moment, but he's part of the breaking news. Prior to that, we'll be joined by Yair Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez, we found out last week, is going to be fighting Patricio Pitbull at UFC 314 on April 12th. You see, I got it. I'm learning. Yair, legend of the game, El Pantera. Great to have him on the show. As always, he'll join us at 2:30. At 2 o'clock, Yadong Song. It's no longer, we're not going with Song Yadong, we're going with Yadong Song, right? It's one of those. Some people call her Zhang Weili, other call her Weili Zhang, but I do believe the correct way to say his name is Yadong Song, because in his culture, they go last name first, right? Like Yao Ming, Yao was his last name.
Young men.
Stop it. Frank, you can't do that, does it?
So sorry.
First of all, no one understands the context.
I know, but it made me laugh. So.
Anyway, Yadong Song will join us at 2 Eastern, and at 1:30, Patricio Pitbull is going to join us to talk about his upcoming fight against Yair Rodriguez. Yadong Song obviously is going to be on to talk about what happened Saturday in Seattle against Henry Cejudo. All right, so that's the four-pack. And as you know, on Tuesdays, we like to play two. And so at 5 Eastern, over on the DAZN Boxing YouTube channel, myself, Ariel Oladipo, who has a very busy day in Manchester because later today they're going to have the press conference for Ben Eubank, or is it Eubank Ben? Who the hell knows? And Josh Padley, the electrician who went toe-to-toe with Shakur Stevenson on 4 days' notice and has now become an overnight sensation, if you will. He will join us to talk about what transpired this past weekend in Riyadh. So a very busy day here at Uncrowned HQ, but we do have to get to the breaking news. And so I went to bed last night at around, I'm trying to go to bed 10:30. 10:30 is a nice spot for me. Don't always get there. 10:30, 11. Feel good about myself when I'm in there pre-11. Post-11, it gets uncomfortable. It gets wacky. It's hard to wake up. Anyway, went to bed, I think, at around 10:35, 10:40. Wake up this morning to a litany of tweets, rumors, innuendo that one of the most anticipated fights of the first quarter of 2025, Dan Hooker against Justin Gaethje. You'll recall on this program, Dan Hooker, when I asked him, 5-round fight against Justin Gaethje at UFC 313, March 8th, Las Vegas. Why? He said, because I think the UFC wants someone to die. Anyway, everyone loved this fight. It was a great co-main event for the main eventer, which is Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. And then we find out, actually, as first reported by the critically acclaimed YouTube channel, Zoe Hooker TV, that unfortunately Dan Hooker has broken his left hand and he is out. In case you missed it, here's the news.
We did have a little break. We have been busy. Dad had a fight, or was supposed to have a fight, but I've busted me paw.
Great channel. It's, on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of like wholesomeness, not a word, but it just feels right. It's like a 25, that channel. So, good on him for breaking it on his own. Not the hand, of course, the news. We then got a tweet from Benny P., I believe out in Australia. How do I know this? Well, I see the flag emoji right over there. Unfortunate news, but per sources, Dan Hooker is out of his fight against Justin Gaethje at UFC 313. Unknown if Gaethje will get a replacement. All right. Then the next domino to fall. Well, all of a sudden, there's Dan Hooker on Sky Sport New Zealand, really, actually, literally confirming the news.
Co-host Dan Hooker.
How are we?
Hey, look, I was going to ask you the same question, mate. One of these hands don't look like the other.
One of the paws is not doing so well.
What has happened in training?
Just sparring last night, as I do, just letting some hooks go, just throwing some bombs down range, and just caught one of the boys on the top of the dome with my knuckle, and yeah. And then I don't think too much of it, but they sent me off to get a CT scan. Mm-hmm. Had a little CT scan, and they told me that my hand is fractured. So yeah, as of now, I obviously still would fight. With like the medicals, they like squeeze it, like they squeeze your hands. I'll just say they're like,
ow!
So we'll see how it all plays out.
I don't even know if you'd be able to fit the glove by the time you get over there.
Yeah, I'll be sitting out back and I'll be like, hey, because I can have one large glove and one 3XL, please. They'll be like, what? We'll see if we can kick this fight down the road, or yeah. We'll just wait and see, baby. It's just unfortunate that it was this close. Obviously gutted for all the fans that I know that were excited for this fight. That's probably the main thing. I think just the Lords of War were not happy, and they took it away from you.
What a bummer. There it is. Dan Hooker officially out some 11 or so days before UFC 313. Very unfortunate because a lot of people are looking forward to the fight. And interestingly enough, Dan seemed to have done a whole bunch of media yesterday. Our friend Benoit Baudouin of Montreal, who does a tremendous job covering all kinds of sports out in Quebec, actually spoke to him yesterday. And what I thought was super interesting about this, remember yesterday on the show we were talking about, is this now a 3-round fight after it was very clearly promoted as a 5-round fight? Well, take a look at what Dan Hooker had to say. And also, by the way, take a look at the left hand as he's speaking to Benoit.
3-round.
So that changed, right?
I think originally it got announced as a 5-round fight. But yeah, then I got my contract and it said 3. So I said, if we're gonna, I said, well, it looks like we're doing 3. Kind of is what it is. If they're gonna pay me the same amount of money for to do 3 rounds, then I'll do 3 rounds.
So there you have it. You see the left hand over there? It looks a little swollen if you look ever so closely at the very end of the clip. But what's so interesting about it, all of a sudden it became a 3-round fight. Why is that? Is it because perhaps he said that they were going to fight to the death or something like that? Probably not, but a bit weird. Usually you get paid a little extra when you go 25 minutes. Who the hell knows? Point is, it's a moot point. And so since all of this came out, we've had several people raise their hand and say, tag me in. I want in. The notables, Rafael Fiziev, who we haven't seen in quite some time. Last time we actually saw him was September of 2023, a year and a half or so. In addition to that, Manny Moicano raising his hands. 2 weeks is good. I have enough time for 2 or 3 sparring sessions. I will be ready if they call. In addition to that, Mateus Gamrot. Hooker out. I'm ready to go, Justin Gaethje. 2 weeks, no matter. My fight with Hooker was very close, and he got lucky with the judges. Time to fix it and prove it. I'm not really sure if fighting Gaethje proves that Hooker got lucky, but I get the sentiment. In any event, these are all possibilities. What I'm hearing right now is the plan is to keep Justin Gaethje on the card. They would like to do so. And these are some of the names that are in the mix. Fiziev definitely in the mix. I've also heard that Beneil Dariush in the mix as well. By the way, Justin Gaethje on his Snapchat confirming the news and saying that he would like to stay on the card and is waiting for more information. Y'all didn't know I was on that Snapchat grind, huh? Yeah. That's where you get all the good news on Snapchat, I'm told. Why would someone choose to go to Snapchat these days to like get the message out? Is that for the kids? What is that? What's going on? I'm talking to you, GC. Why do people go on Snapchat?
I don't know. You've always been a Snapchat hater.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Posted it on his Snapchat story.
Yeah, what's up with that?
That guy G.
Like, why do you go to
But
the
he didn't
Snapchat
post like news or anything. It's just a picture of him sparring, being
with
like,
a caption
on an opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not do that on IG? Isn't there a bigger audience there? He wanted it
More
for
lucrative on Snapchat.
he wanted
I
it for
guess.
the real ones.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Well, there you have it. We're going to weigh in on all of this in a moment. But in addition to all of that, right before the program, we found out that a massive fight has been added to UFC 315. The UFC cooking right now. A litany of news, an avalanche of news. And the avalanche continues from last week. Massive fight added to UFC 315 at Le Centre Bell in Montreal on the, how should we say it? Le 10 Mai. Yeah, that's right. May 10th. It's Montreal's own. He's one of our own. He's one of our own. Aiemann Zahabi. He's one of our own. Going up against the King of Rio, Jose Aldo. Shades of UFC 129. Mark Hominick. April 2011. Rogers Center, a.k.a. the Sky Dome. Aldo back in Canada. Actually 2-0 in Canada. Going up against Zahabi, who, in my opinion, is arguably the best male fighter to come out of Canada right now. Him and Mike Malott. Malott also on the card. I love this fight. If you're a Montreal fan, if you're a Canadian fan, to see one of your own go up against Jose Aldo, brilliant stuff. And what an opportunity for Zahabi. Montreal, born and bred, getting his first fight in his hometown of his UFC career. He's on this run. I love it. In addition to that, we found out last night that also one of our own, Jazz Division. Sorry, I'm sorry, Frank. I screwed that up.
Who says Jazz Division?
Yeah. I screwed that up. Fighting the former champ, Jessica Andrade, in a very important flyweight bout. And so how about this? It's a little Canada versus Brazil on this card. I like this. I like this very much. I like these two fights. I saw some people complaining about it, but look, better than the Toronto card, in my opinion, from January of last year, better than the Vancouver card as well. You're not getting International Fight Week in Montreal in May. You're not. But you're getting 2 title fights. You're getting arguably the greatest female fighter of all time, arguably Valentina Shevchenko against the rising Manon Fiorot. You're getting JDM, the very popular Don Giacomo, Jack Della Maddalena going up against the human highlight reel that is Bilal Muhammad. You're getting Jose Aldo against one of your own, Aiemann Zahabi. You're getting Jazz Division against Jessica Andrade, Mike Malott as well. I mean, it's not bad. I like it. And if that wasn't enough, the one we were waiting for, the big one, Guram is back. We found out that Guram is back. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, Guram and Zahabi fight news back-to-back days.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Good shit.
By the way, in that photo, he doesn't look very much like you.
Also, his beard is massive.
Yeah, it's too long. It's when it's shorter, it looks better. Gentlemen, what do you think of this Justin Gaethje conundrum? Where do they go?
Oh, it's a bummer.
What do you guys think?
I don't mind the Fiziev fight,
Yeah.
We saw
That's the
that. It
one
was
for
super close. I'm down for that.
What do you think, Pete?
Is there any way we can sort out some of the problems that we were talking about yesterday? You know, I couldn't help but think that yesterday we were talking about the lightweight situation and Charles Oliveira, Ilya Topuria, Dana non-committal on whether that kind of super fight of sorts is going to happen. Is there any way we can sort out that situation by mending this situation? Can we put someone in there? Maybe Aiemann comes back.
Aiemann versus Justin?
Yeah. Like Aiemann is in a situation where he can win back all the brownie points, right?
That's a good point.
Like he needs a way to get in there and get the UFC going. Do you know what? That Sarukian lad's all right. Look what he did for us there. That's fantastic. So it's an opportunity in that way. I'm just wondering, can we resolve anything else while also resolving this?
Okay, I didn't really think of that, and I understand that can was kicked, but I don't know if there's anything there. If you're Justin Gaethje, though, are you down with that? Going from Dan Hooker to Aiemann? And I'm not suggesting Armin's that much better than Dan Hooker, but I am suggesting they're completely different fighters, right? With a completely different skill set.
I totally agree with that line of thinking. I would also ask it the other way. If you're Aiemann, do you want to pin your comeback hopes to get back to the title shot on a short notice fight against a guy who's going to give you 3 rounds of hell, I assume? Because there seems to be some
I think that's a winnable fight for Aiemann. And by the way, we don't know how hurt he is, if he's feeling better, has he done PT? The back is a serious thing, but that's a favorable fight, I would say, for Aiemann.
Winnable, but it's dangerous still. It's dangerous, and to do it on 11 days notice makes it even more dangerous.
Yeah, that feels risky to me.
It's a bigger scalp for Gaethje, right? Like if he beats Aiemann, a guy who was
huge.
in that spot.
If I'm Gaethje,
scalp.
I want it. If I'm Aiemann, I'm not sure.
The one to make, in my opinion, is Fiziev. He's raising his hand. He wants it. He hasn't fought in a year and a half. He's been ready to go for months. They've had some trouble getting him booked. There's a great story there. They fought to a very, very close majority decision. That was a win for Fiziev, right? Am I crazy?
Gaethje
No, sorry, a win for Gaethje. I'm thinking of this because I remember I said that I thought Fiziev won.
You're not alone. That was a very prevalent opinion at that time. No better
I actually
way
heard
to do
from
it.
Justin Gaethje recently.
Oh,
and I'm trying to get it. I mean, I say too many things.
What was it? A snap?
No.
Did you guys trade snaps?
Oh, yeah. Did he snap you? And
All
said,
I'll say
I saw
is
you scored it for Fiziev.
All I'll say is that he claimed that whatever issue exists between us and him coming on the show, not coming on the show, manager, that stems from my commentary on that fight.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was thinking that because in my opinion he didn't win the fight, but I thought it was a very close fight, and I don't remember saying anything.
Close fight. That's when Gaethje got his first takedown.
Yes, but it wasn't. I don't think it was a disrespectful take on the fight.
It was a very, very close fight.
It was so that's why you have that story. It happened 2 years ago. It was a great fight. I remember us all saying in the aftermath, wish it was 5 rounds. I doubt this is going to be 5 rounds on short notice, but I think we all wanted a little bit more. Of the options, like if I'm managing Moicano, I don't know if I want to do this. We just took a short notice fight. We've got momentum.
Don't want to take another dangerous one.
Right. No harm, no
roll
foul.
the dice.
Nah.
No.
You got to be calculated.
You lose again, then you're just so far from the title.
You went from being maybe a win away to then getting a title shot on short notice to now, by the way, a potential scenario where Islam is leaving the division. So you want to be on a roll. You
will not get back to the title without facing somebody like Justin Gaethje. This is actually the shortcut.
On 11 days notice?
Take the risk. I support Money Moicano's efforts here. This is the way to do it.
I mean, I love the fact that he's raising his hand.
Hell yeah.
He's not considering it the way in which we are. That's why I'm saying if I'm managing Moicano,
But if you take it slow, right? Let's say you do take it slow. Who's the next opponent?
I mean,
and then what? Then you're facing Justin Gaethje the fight after that.
What's taking it slow? Just going on a normal fight schedule?
Yeah.
This is Justin Gaethje on 11 days notice.
Nah, take it.
In a full camp.
Take it.
What about Gamrot?
You
guys like Gamrot?
Yeah, Gamrot's fine.
It's fine, but
it was
the
Hooker
least
and
exciting of the
Gaethje.
options.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gamrot is one of the best in the division, but his appeal, his star power just is not there.
Well, forget the star power, just stylistically. Like we were expecting two guys to separate each other from consciousness, and then you get Gamrot diving at his legs. Like that's just
not diving at his legs. Remember, Hooker and Gamrot was a potential fight of the year last year.
It was a great fight. I don't expect
that
the same. It's going to deliver Hooker and Gaethje what we expected from that one.
Am I crazy? It was announced as a 5-round fight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely was.
I wonder if I even.
You asked Dan Hooker about the 5-round fight, no?
Oh, 100%.
That's
But
when he was just
I
like,
wonder
someone
if
wants to die.
they put out. Let me see here. They put out the No.
Ariel, if you were Armin's manager, what would you recommend them do?
Big Danny Rube?
So yeah, shout out to Danny Rube. You brought up a good point that I wasn't thinking about. You really do earn back some of that goodwill. Clearly they're mad, right? They're annoyed. But look at someone like DDP, who also, by the way, is managed by Danny Rube. Remember when Dana was mad that he didn't take the Izzy fight after the Whitaker fight?
Yes.
And they went with Strickland? It all worked out. He
Timing.
don't 100%, but don't take a fight on 11 days notice, especially if you have a bad back, just to get in their good graces. At some point, it all usually kind of figures itself out, especially if you're a tremendous athlete and fighter like he is. I'm not a huge fan of short notice fights if you don't need to take them. If you have all the like Moicano taking the short notice fight against Islam made all the sense in the world. In this case, you were the number one contender. You can't be more than one win away. You don't need to do this now. Now, again, I do think it's a favorable matchup for him, but it's still, you're going up against a guy who hasn't fought in a year, who was getting ready for, a 5-round fight, we presume, and you haven't been getting ready for one. So don't love it. I like the Fiziev one. And by the way, Fiziev, from a promotional standpoint, is probably the closest of all the options that you get to the Hooker fight in terms of excitement and entertainment, right?
Yeah. Somebody who will stand there and trade with him. In fact, we saw it the first fight. It was a great fight. It was a fantastic fight. It's the best option for me, unless there's another one that comes out of the woodwork,
It is weird that Fiziev hasn't fought in so long. Like, I know he was injured after his last fight, but that was 2023. It would be good to see him back. You don't love, again, ideally, it's like the Bacoli situation. In the moment, you're like, this is great. But then you're like, fuck, I wish these guys were fighting on equal footing. But I like that one the best. The overall sentiment is, damn, that fight was just so fun.
Dude.
Like, when it was one of those fights, somewhat like Pimblett versus Chandler, but this one is really like times 10, where it's just like, who doesn't like this fight? Who isn't excited for this fight?
You're not a fight fan if you're not excited for it.
It was the light version of Max and Justin.
Yeah.
It was guaranteed. We knew exactly what we were going to get in this one.
And they were both going to deliver. There was no way, like, they want to deliver that type of fight.
And it was like barely the light version. It was like, just hold the sauce.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, that's it.
All right, well, let's see what happens. I did want to bring up this Jose Aldo versus Aiemann Zahabi fight, because I think some of us like it, but some of us maybe don't.
Well, you like it because you're getting a big shot
you get a big
in
shot.
your hometown against the legend in Jose Aldo.
Nah, listen, I like it because it's a great story. I like it from the Aiemann Zahabi.
I was going to say, who do you like it for? That's important.
Yeah. I like it from the Zahabi and for the Montreal fans. You're getting to see a legend. Some of these Canadian cards are a little bit shallow, and here's the freaking greatest, arguably featherweight champion of all time, coming in and fighting one of your own. Like, that's a fun scene, and good for Zahabi, and he's the best fighter out of Montreal and maybe out of Canada right now. It's all great. But I have seen some people, our boy Kaposa mentioning this. I believe New York Rick shares the sentiment as well. When Aldo had his last fight in the UFC, this is prior to the little boxing séjour, prior to the Merab fight, we thought maybe he would go and have these fun fights, whatever, boxing, Mayweather, this, that, and the other. He comes back and he fights Jonathan Martinez, wins that fight. Mario Bautista loses that fight, frustrating fight. And then this Zahabi fight. I don't know if it was the path that we all thought he would be on upon re-signing with the UFC. Is that accurate, New York Rick?
Yeah, I just don't... Why do these fights make sense for Jose Aldo? Like, what is this doing for either his legacy or for the fan excitement? Like, I don't know. These are not the fights that I imagined for Jose Aldo. Maybe this is me just being selfish and wanting something different than he wants. But what does a win over Aiemann Zahabi do for him?
Can I say this? I actually think that this improves his legacy.
How?
He's giving back. How many guys say, you know what?
If he loses?
It's
How
just
is he giving
contenders
back?
here. It's just names here. It's just champions here. No, Aldo says, screw all that. I'm here.
Aiemann Zahabi.
Yeah. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.
I respect
Mario Bautista.
I respect your position there in terms of, like, yeah, he's taking on all comers. not interested. Like this is not
Can
the
we at
end
least
of the career
agree
for Jose.
that Zahabi in Montreal is more intriguing than Martinez and Bautista?
Sure, I think
Yeah.
the crowd will be hot for it.
And
Yeah.
Zahabi is on a good run, but I mean, so were Bautista.
Yeah,
and
so were they.
Yeah, but
Martinez.
there was no juice there. There was no edge to those fights.
This is my
I mean,
point, though.
But it was
the
great fun,
Martinez
though.
was,
The Martinez
was
fight
great,
was great fun.
because Jose performed so well, and everyone was like, "He's back. Let's go. This is sick." I mean, I've never seen a slander campaign put out anyone like the Mario Bautista slander campaign. So let's hope that Zahabi, if he wins, he does it in emphatic fashion.
How do you feel about this, PT? This matchup, this booking?
I really liked the Jonathan Martinez fight, and GC's right in what he's saying about the Bautista fight, but this is why Jose Aldo's a legend. Like, he is trying to systematically work his way back to a bantamweight title shot, and he's facing off against these prospects, or how we envisage prospects. Not for nothing, Zahabi's 37. You know, he's not that he's not that much he's not that far away from Aldo. What's Aldo? 38, 39? I don't think it's a bad fight. I think it's an opportunity for Aldo to steal some momentum off Zahabi, who's been flying. And unfortunately, when you get to this side of the championship run, when you're a UFC fighter and you're in your late 30s, this is what it is. You are constantly fighting against the up and coming guy, and wins are really big at that stage. Now, of course, New York Rick's right in what he's saying, that we obviously saw him do that against Martinez and thinking, wow, this is going to project him right up into this title mix. And then he gets another prospect, and now he's getting another one. So I understand the concern, but at the same time, I fucking loved both Martinez and the Bautista fight. So give me one more. I like it.
By the way, you bring up a great point. Zahabi is 37. He took such a big break there when he was coaching and whatnot. He's somewhat new to the scene because he's on this run, and he was in his brother's shadows and all this stuff for so long. You do forget that he is 37. By the way, he's also, not for nothing, ranked 13th, and Aldo is ranked 11.
Yeah, I was just
This makes perfect sense.
From a ranking standpoint, this matchup makes complete and total sense. It's a nice step up for Aiemann Zahabi. It's just the fact that one side is Jose Aldo, who's a legend in the sport.
Great.
It's a little juice for the munch.
We had Dominic Cruz on the table, and all of a sudden, it's Aiemann Zahabi.
The Montreal card is shaping up, man. You got the two title fights.
Yep.
Shevchenko, Fierro, and Bilal versus JDM. You got Grasso, Natalia Silva. You got Gilbert Burns, Michael Morales. You got Jose Aldo, Aiemann Zahabi. You got Jessica Andrade, Jasmine Jastovicius, Mike Malott, Charles Radke.
I like
Chuck
it.
Buffalo on there. It's not bad. Not bad, man.
By the way, can I? Were you doing a Helwani impression there? I'm not sure.
just saying, it's not bad.
It is not bad. O'Malley probably booked. Jan ain't fighting Aldo. Umar.
No, we're just not doing this with Aldo. What are we pretending we're doing this with Aldo?
Yeah, we're not doing Aldo Umar.
Okay, Sanhagen wouldn't have hated it. Figgy, Song.
Yeah, all these sound great.
Marlon, Rob.
All these sound. Henry Cejudo versus
Henry would have been cool.
Henry Cejudo versus
Henry Aldo.
Jose Aldo would be sick.
Cejudo Aldo.
That would have been so good. That would have been so good. Oh my God.
Let's build a new star. Yeah, Henry doesn't need to build.
I like this for the laundry list of people on the way up that we could give shots at Aldo. But what about for Aldo?
I think they nailed it. Listen,
I like the fight.
This is the way the fight game goes. You got to do the job on your way out of the territory, all right? This is how it works. Actually, more fighters need to do this. I like it. And he walks in there as the bad guy. Now the question is, does he walk in to the Bell Center with Run This Town playing?
Yes.
Coming in,
Yeah.
And does Aiemann Zahabi take a page out of Mark Hominick's book and come out to I'm coming home, or is that now a faux pas because
bit of Bryan Adams?
No, because of Diddy. You can't do that, right?
A bit of Bryan Adams, huh?
What's Bryan Adams? What do you suggest?
Is he not Canadian? No.
Oh, geez, that's what you're going with. Wow. Imagine if I made a joke like that.
I think Aldo
about
still
an
gets
Irish
a decent
singer.
pop.
That's so disrespectful.
it.
I can't believe you said Bryan Adams.
His name is Bryan Adams, isn't it?
Very disrespectful. That's
the guy, isn't it? He did the Robin Hood song.
Celine Dion.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of. Is his name Bryan Adams?
Yes. Summer
Class.
69 is a good shout. I like that.
That's Bryan Adams?
Back in the summer of 69.
69, yeah. All time.
Let's
yeah,
just should we talk about what's next for Aldo?
Brian Adams.
Yeah, what's next for
Is
Aldo?
it Peyton
Kyler
Talbot?
Phillips?
What's next for Aldo?
Did you say
Peyton
Kyler
Talbot? What
Phillips?
do we got?
Kyler Phillips is ranked 12. He's right in between them.
No, let's just go. Let's just go even further down. Just
if-
let somebody else climb on.
I don't
on
hate
Jose Aldo's
Peyton
back.
Talbot.
Maybe if he
shot.
wins, he gets the Mario Bautista rematch.
This is
Not that
horrible,
shot, huh?
guys. This is horrible. I
Anyway,
can't watch anymore.
I like it, and I'm also very happy for our good friend Jasmine getting this opportunity against a former champion in Jessica Andrade. So I think it's shaping up to be a great card. And tomorrow, by the way, if you're in Montreal, there's a press conference there. I don't think it's open to the public, but it is one of those old school on sale press conferences. So some content will come out there, and I believe Jasmine is going to be there. I believe Aimann's going to be there, and I believe the 4 fighters at the top, including Jack Della, who's coming from all the way down under over there and to the left, Perth to Montreal. But most importantly, Aiemann Zahabi will join us at about 3:15 to talk about this breaking news fight story. Now, let's get to our first guest of the day. We found out last Wednesday a litany of news, as we've discussed for the last few days, and one of those fun little nuggets in the midst of all of it was Yair Rodriguez against the newly signed Patricio Pitbull, the Bellator legend, the former champ, the face of Bellator. We have spoken to him over the past few months over this saga with PFL. He finally got his release, and then he finally signed with the UFC. He's kind enough to join us right now to talk about this fight going down in Miami on April 12th. He's joined by his guy, Mateus, who's kind enough to join us once again. Thank you guys for joining us. Parabéns. Congratulations on the deal. Patricio, can I ask, Dana said on Saturday, all it took was a phone call to get this done. Can you tell us your side of the story? What was the process in terms of getting this fight with Yair done?
Ele disse que só bastou uma chamada para fazer, né, você entrar aí, luta acontecer. Pode dizer como foi que aconteceu?
Bom, tem algumas ofertas de lutas, né? Para mim, eu estava aceitando tudo, mas estava sendo recusado da parte dos outros lutadores. Aí chegou um determinado momento que a luta de Edson Barbosa caiu e me ofereceram o Steve Garcia. E eu falei que aceitava, só que como foi agora no final de semana, não dava tempo de tirar o visto. Então, Edson Aras, falando com a galera lá do UFC, chegou no determinado momento que Hunter perguntou se enfrentava outro determinado atleta. E a resposta de Ed foi que eu sempre respondo para ele. Eu enfrento até o diabo, é só me dar data.
It was a series actually of phone calls, and the one that I believe really turned everything around was when they called. They had already offered me a couple names, and I said yes to them, but they said no to me. And 12 days before the UFC Seattle card, they called asking if I would replace Edson Barbosa, and I said yes. And then they went to look at the visa, and there wouldn't be enough time. And during this conversation, they asked if I would fight someone else on another date, and my management told him what I say every time he asks. I'll fight even the devil, just give me the date. And I believe that was what turned everything around, because the UFC there was accepting to fight anyone at any time in any condition, but all those guys, they were saying no. So after that, they offered me the Yair fight for a second time. He had already said no before for another date. And this time they offered for April 12th, and I said yes, and now we're here.
In the midst of all of this, when did you know that you were in with the UFC? Like, obviously, they're trying to find you an opponent, but did you agree to join the UFC several weeks ago, or did that only happen, signing your deal with the UFC? Not the bout agreement, but signing the deal to join the UFC last week when this fight got finalized?
Nesse meio tempo, assim, quando você sabia que você já estava dentro do UFC, foi uma coisa que você já estava dentro há algumas semanas, ou isso só foi oficialmente mesmo semana passada, quando a luta foi finalizada?
Aconteceu oficialmente mesmo, semana passada, quando a luta foi oficializada. Eu acho que essa era a intenção do UFC. Mas eu vi que eles tinham interesse realmente quando eles começaram a me oferecer lutadores. E o primeiro deles a ser oferecido foi Aiemann, mas ele pegou a luta. E eu também falei com ele publicamente, eu tuitei, e ele deu uma resposta lá no público, não tem que ser conferido. É só ver que ele disse que não estava disponível para lutar e falou que não estaria bem.
Everything really only happened last week when they made the fight official. I believe that's what they were looking for. They wanted to have a proper fight for me in order to send me the contract, and I hadn't received anything, any paperwork before that. They had first offered me a fight against Aiemann Sterling on March 8th, and I said yes. He said no. I tweeted at him, and he tweeted back saying he would only be fighting in April. You guys can check the tweet. After that, there were a series of other offers, and nothing of the contract coming to me. And until last week, it finally happened.
Can you tell us all the names that were discussed? You said Aljamain Sterling?
Os nomes que chegaram para você.
Bom, Aiemann foi o primeiro, e era para 29 de março no.
E aí, não.
E aí, bom, não sei, não é já. Você pode falar já, você digo não. Aiemann era foi o primeiro, ele negou. O segundo foi Yair Rodriguez. Ele falou para mim que adoraria me aceitar, mas também quando o UFC perguntou, ele negou. O terceiro foi Steve Garcia, mas eu não tinha o tempo de tirar o bicho. Eu nem sei qual foi a atitude dele. E por trás tinham outras pessoas me dizendo que outros lutadores foram sondados para me enfrentar e eles tinham negado. Essa eu não quero falar o nome porque eu não sei se é verdade.
The first one that they offered me for March 8th was Aiemann Sterling, and he said no. Then they offered me Yair for March 29 in Mexico. He didn't say anything to them for almost a week. I sent him a message on Instagram, and he wrote me back saying that it would be an honor for him to fight me, and let's do it, all that. But then he told the UFC no. So after that, there was the Steve Garcia situation that they offered me, but there wasn't time for the visa. We had only 12 days. And there were a few other names that came to me through press people, and some other people came to me and said, hey, I heard you're going to fight this guy. So the UFC might have offered me to those guys and let me get in Beijing, but they never offered them to me. So I prefer not to say their names because I don't know if that's true or not. And after all this happened, they came to me 2 days before the announcement asking me again if I would fight Yair. And I said yes, and that's how everything got done.
Is it true in the midst of all this stuff that you when you DM'd Yair about the March 29th date that you said, where is your Mexican pride? Is that true?
That's that você falou pro Yair, cara, esse é orgulho mexicano. Deixa eu mostrar aqui que eu tenho. So I'm going to show it to you 1 second.
Oh, man. Pitbull's a gangster, man. This guy, he don't give a fuck. I love it. There it is. There's the phone. A little bit to the other side. No, other way. I heard you're having second thoughts about fighting me on March 29th. I hope that's not true. Show me that Mexican pride. Tell the UFC it's on. I'll love to welcome you to Let's Make It Happen. I was told the UFC has yet to receive your answer. Are we going to fight? Why are you so desperate? UFC has my answer. Not desperate. I don't play it. Wow, look at you. You're going straight at him, huh? Oh, it goes... not desperate. I don't play games. It's either yes or no, and I always say yes, no bullshit. And then he did, wow. And then it says February 19th, February 14th, just got your answer, pussy. What? Because you said he wasn't available on March 29th?
Yeah, he said
ele bateu com Allen.
He told me he wanted a ranked fighter, and there was a rumor he would fight Arnold Allen.
Wow. Okay, well, now you got him. And so does this give you a little more motivation, this interaction, now going into the fight?
E agora você vai lutar com ele, né? Isso lhe dá pouco mais de motivação, essa interação para ir para essa luta?
Porra, com certeza. Até o fato do UFC demorar pouco para me mandar o contrato, eu acredito que eles só estavam querendo me mandar o contrato já com a luta marcada, até isso me motivou bastante. Então, só o fato de estar indo para o UFC já é uma motivação. Aí depois vem isso da demora do contrato e agora os lutadores, alguns deles reclamando, outros pedindo, temos caras também que pediram luta, o cara pedindo Ig pediu a luta, teve outro também, um brasileiro do Magal, acho. Então assim, estou muito motivado, cheguei para dominar a categoria.
Motivates me much more. I mean, just the fact that I'm signing with UFC already makes me very motivated. And now hearing that a lot of guys were turning me down, all the anxiety of waiting, is the contract coming or not, but they're still offering me fights and I didn't know what's going on. It gives me an extra motivation that UFC wanted to sign me with a big fight like that. And now I'm in a green card. There were some guys that actually called me out, Daniji and Brazilian João Anderson's Brito. But aside from that, no one called me out. Everyone was just running away. So kudos to those guys. But now I'm just excited to be in UFC and do what I want to do.
What was your reaction when you found out that you're on the same card as your old friend Michael Chandler?
Eu lembro antes de eu aceitar a luta, foi quando, Matheus? Foi quarta-feira. Não, foi quando você deu entrevista na sexta-feira. Eu vi no Twitter que o cara falou assim, é histórico, é a primeira vez que pai e filho vai lutar no mesmo dia. Eu ri muito. É bom, é bom. Vai gostar, o cara sempre dá um espetáculo nas lutas, então vai ter algo que vai relembrar para todos os antigos tempos.
On Friday it was funny. I saw a guy tweeting that it would be the first time father and son would share a card in the UFC, and that gave me a good laugh. But I say it's a good thing, you know. Michael Chandler is a guy that always puts on a show, and I'm doing that to do that same thing. And I believe it's going to show them the highest level that we are in Bellator.
Do you think if you guys cross paths, given your history, your brother's history with him, that there might be issues if you see him press conference, hotel, etc.?
Você acha que devido à história que vocês têm, seu irmão, tudo, se você encontrar com ele no hotel, na conferência, pode dar alguma bronca lá entre vocês?
Não, sem problema. São profissionais, é o bronca que pode dar dentro do octógono.
No problem at all. We are all professionals. The only problem we may have is inside the octagon.
Right. And they put you on the same card as the vacant featherweight title fight, Volkanovski going up against Diego Lopez, now that Ilia Topuria has vacated the title. Are you surprised that Topuria vacated the title and is now seemingly moving up to 155? And right now we don't have a guarantee that he's fighting for the belt. We presume he will, but I'm just curious if you're surprised that he vacated the title at this point.
Você vai lutar no mesmo card e vai ter disputa pelo cinturão vago, né? Topuria vaga o cinturão, a gente presume que ele vai lutar pelo cinturão de 70, mas isso não é garantido. Né? E o que é que você acha dessa atitude dele de subir isso? Você acha que ele deve ter uma disputa de cinturão? Como é que você analisa todo esse cenário?
Eu acho que ele arriscou na hora certa. Ele tem a intenção de lutar pelo título da categoria dos leves. Eu vejo com bons olhos, é um desafio, mas ele volta para a categoria dele, que agora o bicho vai pegar.
I see this with good eyes, and if he had that desire to be the champion at lightweight weight class, and he has the opportunity, I think he is correct in betting on his health. But I hope he comes back to our division later, because now things are going to be interesting.
Who do you think wins, Volkanovski or Lopez?
Quem você acha que ganha, Volkanovski ou Diego Lopes?
Eu acho que o momento agora é de Diego Lopes, mas não posso duvidar de Volkanovski, não cara por isso.
I think that the momentum is all on Diego Lopes' side, but I can't drop Volkanovski. He's a very tough guy.
Has the UFC told you that you guys are the backup fight? Like if something happens to one of them on fight week, that one of you, either you or Yair, would get the opportunity to fight for the belt?
O UFC falou alguma coisa sobre você ou Yair serem backup da luta? Se algum dos dois se machucar, alguma coisa assim, não sei se eu deveria pintar para o cinturão.
Com certeza não. Mas eu vejo com bons olhos a posição que eu fui colocado desse card, né? Tendo uma estreia perfeita, no mesmo dia tendo a disputa do título que está válido, da minha categoria, e Michael Chandler. Então, eu fiquei numa posição muito confortável.
They haven't said anything, but I see this as a good thing that they put me on the same card as the title fight, same card as Michael Chandler. It seems like I'm in a good position in their eyes, and I feel comfortable with that.
Have they told you what happens if you win this fight? Is it possible this is a number one contender fight for you?
Falaram para você o que acontece se você ganhar a luta, se essa é a luta de número 1?
Não, eu apenas vi a declaração da Dana White dizendo que não importa o momento que eu estou na minha carreira, uma vitória contra Yair Rodriguez seria contundente. Então, eu acredito que eu me aproximei de uma coisa boa.
They haven't, but I saw Dana White's interview after the show this week, and he said no matter the moment that I'm in my career, beating Yair is impressive. So I think I'm right on the track for that.
You mentioned them talking to Aljamain Sterling, and he said he was only available in April. Which fight interested you more, Aljamain or Yair?
Você mencionou, né, que pediu que aceitou lutar com o Sterling, ele só podia lutar em abril. Qual luta ele deixou mais interessado, Sterling ou
Eu aceito lutar contra qualquer um desses caras, mas que vai levantar um pouco, com certeza são lutadores que são mais violentos e strikes, não caras que é mal.
Yeah, I accept to fight all those guys, but for the audience, I think that the fight that interests them more is Yair, because that's what puts them on their feet, guys that comes to strike and comes to bang, not guys that just try to hold you down.
Down the line, maybe in the next fight later this year, are you still interested in fighting Aljamain? Because I've seen you guys go back and forth a little bit recently.
Vocês tiveram as farpas, né, recentemente. Depois que você não tiver disputa de cinturão, você se interessaria se ganhando ou não de aí de lutar com o Aiemann? Qualquer momento. Qualquer momento. At any moment.
Okay. We talked to you when you wanted to get out of your deal with PFL, then finally when you got out of the deal, and now here you are in the UFC. I'm just curious, did you or your team talk to anyone but the UFC? Did you look around and see what else was out there, or was it just the UFC when you got the release from PFL?
Você sabe que a dizendo que queria que vai ser, né? Eu tô curioso. Vocês e sua equipe chegaram a falar com algum outro evento ou era só o UFC? Vocês só tentaram isso aí? Eu falei pro meus managers que sou ótimo. Nem cogitava sobre as vezes que se eu não estava no UFC, eu ia me aposentar. Estava decidido. I told my management team to not even waste time talking with other promotions. It was either the UFC or retirement. I was already decided on that.
Wow. You were really going to retire. If you didn't get a deal from the UFC for whatever reason, you were going to hang up the gloves.
Se você não recebesse contato da UFC, você realmente se aposentaria? Sim. Ia só para meu filho apenas. Yes, I'll just train my son and that's it.
Wow. That's unbelievable. Could I also ask, without getting into specifics, based on what you were making in Bellator/PFL and now, is it comparable? Is it a better deal? How would you compare the two?
Como você compara quanto você está ganhando agora com você ganhava no Bellator PFL? É mais? É próximo? É uma coisa boa para você? Foi uma coisa boa, foi uma coisa justa, mas o principal é sobre o meu legado. O valor lá não entra em comparação. It was a good amount, it was a fair offer, but it wasn't the most important thing to me. What important more was my legacy. So I wasn't really worried about what they would pay me. It's not the first contract, the last contract I'm going to be signing with them.
Okay, so you're 37 now. How long do you want to go for?
Você tem 37 anos. Quanto tempo mais você espera também? Eu não consigo responder pela minha idade, mas pelo meu desempenho. Então, o desempenho vai dizer isso. Das nossas estatísticas, eu continuo quebrando recordes na minha parte física. Lógico que não é um recorde muito acima um do outro, mas eu acho que tem que esperar o desempenho da luta, realmente. I can't tell you regarding my age. I can only tell you through my performance. As far as what we're doing in the gym, we have the data of power, cardio, conditioning, all that. And I've been breaking my own records. So as far as the data says, I'm still pretty much in my prime and I have a lot to offer. But my performances in my fight are what I'm going to measure as how much longer I have in the sport.
Is there any part of you that wishes this happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, just when you were a little bit younger?
Alguma parte sua gostaria que isso tivesse acontecido 2, 3 anos atrás, quando você era mais novo? Não, eu acho que o momento está perfeito. Eu trago uma experiência vasta. Os lutadores de brincadeira também são tão novos, né? Se são novos demais, o desempenho também não é muito expressivo. A gente tem Aiemann que tem 35, a gente tem Volkanovski que tem 36. Todo mundo está parecido. Not really. I mean, I think that the moment in the weight class is perfect. As far as my age goes, there are a lot of guys in the division that are close to the same age as I am. Aiemann is 35, Volkanovski is 36. So there are some younger guys in the division, but they don't have anything out of this world that say, hey, another guy can beat this guy. So that doesn't worry me at all. I think that I'm in the perfect moment, the experience and everything that I've done. I think it was the time for me to come here.
By the way, just curious, now we're starting to see more fighters come out and complain about the situation in PFL. Aaron Pico, Johnny Eblin. When you see this, how does it make you feel? How do you react?
Eu estou curioso. A gente tem visto mais lutadores reclamarem da situação do PFL. Aaron Pico, Johnny Eblin e outros aí. Quando você vê isso aí, como é que você se sente? Qual a sua reação para isso? Eu fico triste. Eu queria que o PFL desse certo, porque seria uma opção mais para os outros lutadores. Mas, cara, como você citou aí agora, eu espero estar no UFC. Eu gostaria muito de enfrentar um pico no UFC. It makes me sad because for this sport, it would be good for PFL to be good for the fighters. You know, we need other places. The UFC can't sign everyone. And they could pay people well. So it really makes me sad the way that things are turning around over there. But guys that you mentioned, like the spoke guys that you just said, Aaron Pico and Johnny Evans, I think they should be in the UFC. And Aaron Pico was supposed to be my next title defense, so I would love to fight in the UFC in the future.
How do you think you beat him on April 12th? How do you beat Yair?
Como você acha que você vai vencer aí dia 12 de abril?
Me enfrentou caras com a estatura parecida com a minha. Os caras fintaram, estancaram, botaram ele para baixo e destruíram ele no grande pau. Vai ser parecido.
He faced some guys with style and height similar to mine. What they did, they feinted, they cut him off, took him down, and beat him on ground and pound. So it could be very like that, or not.
He's actually coming on the show in 30 minutes. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Ele vai entrar no show daqui a meia hora, tem algum recado que você quer dar a ele?
Por que você não aceitou a luta quando você disse que já tinha falado, que tinha aceitado? Você estava com medo? Você viu o que é medo do dia que a gente vai se cruzar, dia 12 de abril.
Why did you accept the fight from March 29? Why did you say to me that you would want the fight and you told no to the UFC?
Porque ele me disse sim e por que não? Por quê? Me explica.
Why did you say yes to me and no to the UFC? Were you afraid? Well, if you were, you're going to feel what fear really is when we face each other and like 12.
All right. I can't wait. By the way, are you wearing a UFC shirt, Patricio?
Old school shirt.
Look at that. Old school.
Esse aqui foi o tempo que me fez ficar fã do UFC.
And this was the time when I started being a fan of the UFC.
Eu comprei essa nossa entrevista.
I bought this shirt just for the interview.
Wow. I love it. So this is like a dream for you, right? This is a dream come true.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Amazing. Well, I'm very happy for you. Parabéns. Nice to see your smile after the last couple interviews. Good luck to you, and thank you for coming on. I appreciate both of you very much.
Obrigado.
Thank you.
Obrigado. There he is, Patricio Pitbull. How about that? He buys the T-shirt for the interview, the old school Ultiman T-shirt, and here he is, well on his way. You know, there's only a few of these guys left, really, as crazy as it sounds, because there aren't a lot of organizations and lifers from these other organizations. Chandler was one of them. Patricio is one of them. There's only a few of them left where it's like, wow, they're coming over. This used to be the norm with Pride, with Strikeforce, with Elite XC. You had IFL. You had all this stuff. But we're not getting as much of that these days. So this is fun. And seeing him and Chandler on the same card in Miami is really fun. What about Patricio Pitbull? What about Pitbull showing us the DMs between him, the guy? I mean, I have to give him credit. He doesn't hold back. He fights fire with fire. He's not afraid.
Good stuff.
Yeah, he's not afraid to share his opinion. If we could only just get him in a room that has better acoustics, I think that would be the
I'm not sure where that was.
Yeah. When we bring him in, does Frank not say like, hey, this is like, what's the process there?
Go easy on Frank. He's feeling under the weather today.
Yeah, I'll let Frank explain that.
You know, just
okay. So
there's only so much you can do, man.
What do you say? Hey guys, is there?
Can you go somewhere else? They're like, no.
Do they say? They don't seem like the type that says no.
No, we got the two chairs right here.
They don't say that.
Can't go anywhere.
You don't say like, hey guys, could we go like?
Hey guys.
Like, could
we go somewhere other than the bathroom?
That was in the bathroom. Do you think it was?
Oh, it was definitely. You didn't hear it flush?
No, it didn't.
It flushed. That's
looked
why
like
you're
they
like,
had
I can't hear. I'm like,
two camper chairs set up in the shower.
You're such a liar. Is that true?
No, they were not. They were in an office. They were using the best that they could. Thanks for persevering.
Why don't we just say like,
in there too.
Hey guys, like, can you go to another? You know, it's just the acoustics.
Then they feign like they don't understand what you're saying.
Come on, guys. Like,
for the record, I did offer to ask them to move rooms.
And what happened?
Executive producer was like, no, we got to persevere.
Why? I don't get that.
We don't have to air all this out right now.
I actually think this is good to air out. I think it's healthy. What's the thought process behind not moving rooms? It's a couple minutes. You just
the interview had already started.
Oh well, that I mean, yes.
There's only so much that we can establish how bad it is through our short little talk.
Well, make the talk longer.
Right. Frank just let out the biggest sigh. He almost blew me over.
No, that was me flushing the toilet.
What? What? What's the problem?
There's no problems here.
All right, Frank, are you under the weather?
Now that we're really divulging in this, I have like a little bit of brain fog right now, and I need to like grab some water, take some.
You need to take 5.
I mean, I tried to.
And then,
5. He was suggesting a day.
Right as he was getting up, it was, this audio sucks.
My ears hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right as he's like, hey, can you cover me for a sec? I'm struggling.
By the way, what are you even supposed to do? That is actually the best time to leave the room because nothing's going to happen. Just complaining for me.
Oh, yeah, it's all good.
He's attentive. He's attentive to your
Do you think the brain fog is as a result of what just transpired, or were you feeling it?
It was beforehand, but it didn't help. It didn't help.
He did have shrimp for lunch.
No.
Uh-oh.
Iced coffee?
Before that.
No
Jesus,
iced coffee.
I can't believe we're doing all this.
We care about you, Frank. This is a whole.
This is caring about me, asking me.
This is diagnosing everything on WebMD
to be honest, I think it's the gout.
I know. I can't do this.
Okay.
He's trying to deflect. He's trying to deflect at this point. Listen, we still love you all the same. It's just, sometimes you hit a single, sometimes you hit a triple. That was a foul tip.
Never a home run, huh?
That was no home run. Are you kidding? No, we wouldn't even be here if we were hitting home runs. We'd be doing something else. We'd be winning Webby Awards. Never nominated. Could you believe such a thing?
This is the year, baby.
You think so?
Fighters only.
Wow, Frank laughed a little too soon. Frank's laugh came a little too quick.
I was filling out the application earlier.
Were you really?
No.
Oh, damn. I actually got excited. Who's the favorite in that one? Did we talk about this yesterday?
The Webbies?
No.
It's a...
the Pitbull Yair fight.
Oh, Yair was like minus 160 or something.
Interesting. You agree with that?
I think the UFC guy's always going to have that advantage on the odds there.
Yeah. Younger too.
Because you've seen him,
What is the age difference? Let's see here.
Yair's like sneaky older than you expect.
Right. Sort of like Zahabi?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 32. Actually, all right.
How much older than I expected?
It's kind of crazy because it feels like Yair has been around for so long. But in reality...
Like a decade now.
Eric put on the EP voice there for a second.
Yeah,
I heard it.
That.
He gets low.
That's what gets the credit.
Gets low.
Ariel's producer, Eric.
Latin America winner, Tough Latin America winner, 2014. We're 11 years removed from him winning Tough Latam.
Yeah, minus 180 Yair, plus 155 Patricio.
Yair joint third with the Korean Zombie for most fight night bonuses in UFC featherweight history, with 9 in total. Holloway 10, Cub Swanson 11.
Almost half.
But it has been a while since he's won.
Almost
2000.
$500,000.
Almost what?
Almost $500,000 in bonuses for him.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant followers.
No,
he's way past that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no, he's been around the block. We'll talk to him in about 30 minutes' time, and then after that, we'll check in with Aiemann Zahabi about his new fight for UFC 315 in Montreal. But let's go back to Seattle this weekend. The main event ended somewhat unceremoniously. We were looking forward to the Henry Cejudo versus Yadong Song fight, and it was looking good for the first, 2 rounds and 3/4, but then unfortunately there was the accidental eye poke, which then led to them going to the scorecards, which led to Yadong Song getting the nod. He is kind enough to join us to talk about all of this and more. Let us say hello to the man himself. There he is. Hello, Yadong. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Oh, look at this. The English is better than last week.
Already
getting better.
I got a lot of interview.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming on. By the way, can I ask you a side? What is the correct way? Is it Yadong Song or Song Yadong?
Song Yadong.
Song Yadong is the right way.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I've been saying it right this whole time, but then I saw last week they were calling you Yadong Song, so I changed it, but it doesn't feel natural.
Yeah, because Song is my last name, but Chinese usually call last name first.
Yes.
So that's why Song Yadong.
Okay, I like it. Okay, thank you. It has been 2 days since the fight. Well, really 3 days almost since the fight, and obviously a lot happened in the fight. Can I ask, how do you feel about how it all went down? How do you feel about it now, 3 days later?
I've been prepared to fight for a long time, so right now I just want to rest, and I feel a little bit tired. Yeah.
How is your body feeling after the fight?
My body feeling good, but just my life cuff a little swollen right now. I should be fine.
Okay. Yeah. As far as the way the fight was going, for the first 3 rounds, essentially. Was that how you were expecting it to go, or were there any surprises?
So my strategy was finish him, in the 4th and the 5th round. But I knew he would be more exhausted than me, and he knew he was going to be finished in the 4th and 5th round.
Okay.
But that was my fault. I poked. So I don't want to judge him. But the result is wasn't I want. I want to finish the 5 rounds and see what happened. But I believe I can finish him. I win the 3 rounds. Yeah, even the second round, I landed some punch in the last minute, but they can ignore the damage before I did to him. Yeah.
So regarding the eye poke, when it happened, did you think that it was severe enough to the point where he wouldn't be able to fight?
So I have no idea what his eye happened, but I feel he for 5 minutes when he come back. I feel he can see me very clearly. He can avoid any attack. He can. Yeah, I see his eye. I watch his eye. I knew he can. I can see me very clearly, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I punch him. He can slice left, slice right. But when I got when I fought Curry Sanhagen, I had a broken orbital bone in one eye, and the other eye was covered by blood. I still fight. 4 rounds until the doctor stopped the fight. I didn't want to comment on Henry, but it is what it is.
Right. You said earlier that you thought that you were going to finish him in the 4th or 5th, and you think that he knew that as well. So are you saying that? And I want to make sure that I understand what you're saying. Are you saying that you think that he knew this, and so that's why he said, "I don't want to fight anymore"? He was looking for a way out.
Yeah, he knew that I gonna beat him up. I gonna finish him on the 4th round. He's getting tired. He's more exhausted than mine. Yeah.
You probably have you rewatched the fight?
Yes, sure. I reward the fight. I definitely won the first 3 rounds.
When you saw his interaction with the corner and the referee after the 3rd round, when he said he couldn't see, when you because you probably couldn't hear this when you were on your side. What are you thinking?
So I saw there was no contest because I don't know what the rule is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never been this way.
Right. So if the fight would have ended when the foul happened, it would have been a no contest because it was accidental. But because the fight resumed and went to the end of the 3rd round, which is more than half of the fight being completed, they went to the scorecards, and because you were up, you got the win.
Oh yeah, I don't know the rule. Oh,
that's great.
Yeah, but I just want to fight. I don't know the rule, but that was my fault. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's fair to suggest? Because I said this yesterday. I will be honest with you, Song. I said this yesterday that I thought the most fair thing would be because of an eye poke, that a point get taken away because there's a foul in the fight and it was damaging. Is that fair, or do you think that's unfair for a point to be taken away?
So it depends on the judges. If they take my points, I'm okay with that. I'm not like who say I'm okay. I'm just want to fight.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just want to continue the fight and face him. Everybody know I win him. I win the fight. I have the ability to knock him out. He knows. I don't care. Like he take my 1 point. He take me 1 point or not. Yeah.
Yeah. We saw you were very upset when the fight was called off. Do you now view the fight as a win? Do you look at it as a win, or do you feel like it's incomplete? Are you more disappointed? Are you more upset about it all?
Yeah, I feel I win the fight, and but I landed some punches in the second round, the last minute. Yeah, but overall, is I did a great job and a very punch. I follow my fight plan. My fight plan was to stay calm and I knew he gonna do some feints and feint and punch, so I avoid all what he did. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. Afterwards, Dana White said that he doesn't want to see the fight again. Does this surprise you?
So at the time I want a rematch with him, but after the interview, my coach, my teammate, they told me don't look back. You should go forward. And I heard that Dana White, he don't want to fight. He don't want to he don't want a rematch. So yeah, you know what? If UFC don't set it up, I can go his gym and sparring with him. See what it is. See who is better.
Wow, you're interested in that, seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Why? Because you don't like the things that he's saying now?
Yeah. So he want rematch. You know. Yeah, I'm done with that. So I would like rematch. I can beat him. Why? Easy money for me. So if UFC don't sell up, I can go his gym. Let's go spar.
That is something I've never quite heard that before, but I can understand you're frustrated. And if the UFC asks you, would you like to just do the rematch? Would that be the best case scenario, or are you moving on from it being an official fight?
Yes, for sure. Let's go China. To the main event again.
Yes.
The fans gonna be happy.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys say anything to each other after the fight in the cage or in the back? Did you see him?
No, I just see him in the cage. After that, I didn't see him.
Did you say anything, or did he say anything to you in the cage after the?
Oh yeah, he just say we should do rematch. I said yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and he say I couldn't say. So that's why I. So after 5 minutes, I run. No, I didn't do anything. No.
Can I ask you, bluntly, Song? Do you think he was faking?
No, that was actually I poked. I'm not him. So I don't want to judge him. I don't want to comment him. So, but if he beats me up for 3 rounds,
yeah,
I don't think he will give up. I think he will continue because in my mind, I think he knows that he gonna get beat up in the fourth rounds. So that's why he don't want to continue.
Okay.
That's my thought. But I don't know.
Yeah. Can I ask you about the weigh-ins? At the weigh-ins, he had a fortune cookie and he opened it and he had a thing. How did you feel about that? Did that bother you?
No, I feel good. I like it. It's a good promoter. I like it, but the the fourth rounds TKO is me.
Yes, yes,
I'm going to TKO him.
yes.
But he's smart. He stopped the judge stopped the fight.
I liked the necklace that you were wearing at the weigh-ins. SYD, this one.
Oh yeah, that's my name, Song
Yeah,
Yadong.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. That's my friend, my best friend gave me the gift.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I also saw, last week when we spoke, I asked you about Bruce Lee's grave, and I saw you were able to go and visit before the fight. What was that experience like for you?
Oh, I was so excited, and so I have some media followers me, and they asked me some questions, but I don't know how to answer it because it's very it's hard to answer. I was thinking too much, and yeah. Sorry, I don't know how to say, but I was so excited to be there, and my coach, my boxing coach, is a very crazy fan of Bruce Lee.
Ah.
And but I think they gave me some lucky in the fight. Bruce Lee gave me some lucky in the fight.
Was it emotional for you to go for the first time to visit?
Oh yes, sure.
Amazing.
Amazing.
No, it was great to see you there, and I also loved the picture that you shared before the fight of you selling the programs at the Olympics in Beijing.
Oh yeah,
the same Olympics that that he competed in. That's amazing. Did you know that? Did you make the connection?
No. I don't know. I didn't know that.
What was your job there? Who were you working for in 2008?
No, just family. My parents working there, and I was there for helping.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you go to any of the events in 2008 Olympics? Did you watch any of them?
No, the ticket is hard to buy. It's so many people, but I was enjoy the vibe. A lot of people walking on the street every day.
The atmosphere
from different country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing. So if they don't do a rematch with Henry, who would be your choice to fight?
So right now, I don't know who has time, but I will fight anyone ranked around me, not just above me. But because I want to fight more in this year. I don't want to just one fight like my last year. Yeah.
So how soon would you like to return?
So after tomorrow, I'm going to back China with my families, and
Oh, did we lose him?
Before stay in China for 4 weeks, and when back, I will talk USA. I will fight.
Okay.
Huh? What that?
Oh, sorry. I thought we lost you for a second, but it seems like you're back.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I will stay in China for 3 or 4 weeks, and when I come back, I will call USA. I will fight again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your final message to Henry? What do you want to say to Henry? He does his podcast. He talks a lot about. What do you want to say? Because he's very upset.
So I knew that he upset. I upset too. So stop complaining. If you want to fight, let's fight. If you guys don't set up the fight, let's sparring. Let's do sparring in your gym or my gym. I'm willing to do that. No.
And by the way, did it surprise you that he didn't try to wrestle as much?
Yeah. Actually, he should do more wrestling. But I will definitely defend that because I've been training wrestling defense for long.
Oh, right there, right on the last
time. So, but I'm in him.
Okay, you're back. Do we see you? You hear me?
Let's reconnect with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, we're good. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on, Song. I really appreciate it. Safe travels back home and great fight up until that point. So I appreciate the way you fought and you coming on and answering these questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariel.
Thank you. Okay, there he is. Song Yadong joining us. I give him a lot of credit. Not saying, oh, I'm the man, I'm moving on, saying I would fight him, saying if they don't want to make it, I'll spar him. Can't say that he's ducking. Can't say that he's avoiding the fight. Can't say that he's avoiding the heat, the tough questions. So much respect to Song Yadong, and we did confirm it's Song Yadong. It's not Yadong's Song, all right?
You saw on his chain it says SYD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just wanted to make sure because some people were just, they were doing it. I don't appreciate that, Frank.
Come on.
We got Yair Rodriguez coming up in 15 minutes. We've got Aiemann Zahabi coming up after that. But as I said at the top of the program, there is a press conference going on right now in Manchester for the upcoming Super Clash.
Tell me. But
yes.
new.
Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. Now, is it Eubank Ben or is it Ben Eubank? I think they're going with Eubank Ben.
Yeah, I think it's Eubank Ben.
In any event, I'm getting updates from New York. I've never gotten so many updates in real time before. I mean, I can't get a good microphone on Patricio, but I could get updates on a press conference.
That's a Frank's thing, skill issue.
So I have not seen this, but I'm told some shit's gone down.
Oh, let's just watch the face-off. It's a great
face-off. Let's watch it together. Here we go, courtesy of our good friends at DAZN. There's Eubank on the left. Ooh, there's Ben on the right.
Is that the Fatal Fury belt in between them?
Shout out.
Look at the intensity here.
Oh, look at this setup. We got Michael Buffer in the house. Look at this.
April 26th.
April 26th, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They're going back and forth. They're jawing. Eddie's back there. Ben Shalom's back there. What's he saying?
The limit 160 pounds.
160. Rehydration? 170?
Feud goes on.
The feud goes on. There was once. Ooh! Yo! 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 Yo, look at Ben's face.
Conor wants to kill him.
Yo!
I will accept all apologies now from everybody.
Yo, sit down, boy. Yo.
Look at that man's face.
Yo, that was intense.
We have some sound from the presser before that, man. This is.
No, can I see the slap again? Because the slap is like a club. Can we go to the slap again?
We're gonna roll it back.
Yo, the slap is like
right here.
Is like a club to the side of the head.
Goes on.
Here it is. What does he say? Yo! Now can I ask you something? Does he pull the slap and make it more like a sweeping hit as opposed to a slap? You see what I'm saying?
Like a push.
It's almost
like he's like trying to drag him down.
Through his head.
Either way, Conor Ben didn't like it.
Work or shoot?
What do you mean work or shoot?
Shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Work.
One more time.
Shoots the.
One more time.
Fake one.
Because it feel. I don't know.
No, work is the fake.
Work's the fake one. Shoots the real one.
Yeah.
No, I think this is a shoot.
This is a shoot, brother.
Okay, here it is one more time. What does the chat say? Is it more of a push than a slap now? Upon third... Temper's flaring, yeah. Yo, he's pissed.
Yeah, he screams, get off me.
Those lines, guys.
If that's a work, then Conor Ben has a future in pro wrestling.
Yo, where's Paige at? Get the slap fighter out there. Okay, what else? So this is how it ended.
This is the face-off at the end, yeah.
And lucky for us, we'll have Ade, who is hosting the press conference. Well, I was going to say on our show, but it's really his show too. The Ariel and Ade show coming up at 5 o'clock. Okay, what else?
Things got contentious between Chris Eubank and Eddie Hearn.
Ooh, let's hear it.
And, we got to a stage, the fight was announced.
Eddie.
It was the...
You know I don't like you, right?
I don't know.
So, if you know that, what on God's sweet green earth makes you think I'm going to sit here and listen to any of the bollocks that you have to say
To
about
be
it?
honest, I mean, you're going to have to.
No.
You are?
We're not. We're going to have some parliamentary procedure here today.
Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, you ain't no prime
And
minister.
we're going to skip past whatever bullshit it was you thought you was going to talk about, and we're going to continue on with the press conference. Ade, you may proceed.
So as I was saying, Ade.
No.
You get your turn.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
One thing's for sure, it ain't the Chris Eubank show.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
No.
This is Eubank versus Ben. So you can either sabotage this.
You got your man to your right is going to say a few words.
You can either sabotage the event, and I'll just start talking to Ben personally, directly, or you can be quiet and we can move on with the press conference. I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. So
well, to be honest with you, many people do.
Ade,
I think I'm more popular than you.
Ade, if you want to control the situation and move forward, you can.
I'm enjoying this. This is almost like a mini face-off.
So how would you run the press conference, Chris? Because you're such an unbelievable promoter.
I'm not running it, but I'm just not listening.
So what happens now?
We move on.
What, you talk?
I'd love to talk, but if not me, it's somebody else.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Conor Ben. How are we feeling about smashing this geezer to pieces April 26th?
Let's hear from Conor.
By the way,
some real heat there. That was contentious.
I love it. Any sign of Eubank Sr. or Ben Sr., Nigel Ben?
Nigel was there.
Oh, he was to his right or left?
Yeah, I
sitting next to his son, like on the dais?
The dais. Yes. He was up on the dais and he spoke.
What about Senior?
No.
But speaking of Nigel, yeah, we have a super chat from Jason.
Frank, we're vibing here. What the fuck with the super chat right now? Right now, there's a time and a place.
This is relevant. This is relevant.
This is relevant, Frank. What is it? Is about what? Okay, I like Jason. I'm sorry, I take it back. Jason, I love you. Eubank smashed an egg into Nigel Ben's face. Eddie Hearn confirmed. What? Oh wait, is that true?
I haven't seen this
My
part.
question.
Could be.
Is that why it's like that? He was holding onto an egg?
No. Oh. He was holding an egg, and maybe the egg hit Nigel as he was.
Wait, Nigel's? Wait, let me read.
No.
Eubank smashed an egg into Nigel Ben's face?
His name is Conor Nigel Ben. Maybe he's.
Yeah, I don't think. You think he threw it at the dad's face?
No, he must mean Conor. He must mean Conor.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the. Can we go back to the slap for a second? Is there an egg there?
Oh, that's even better.
Is there any yolk?
No wonder he pushed him instead of. Wait, let's see. Slow mo.
All right, there's no egg in his hand.
Is there?
Yo, I just saw something.
I saw
something. Oh yes, and now look at his face.
It's running down his face.
You what? Where did he come up with the egg? Oh, you know why? Because the egg. Because he says
okay.
The egg was contaminated.
We have a clip.
Of course.
Let's go to the press conference clip,
the
please.
eggs, all of that.
Yo,
there's a clip
watching
here.
This in duper.
Here we go.
Where's it?
Let's play this clip.
Are you guys watching it or am I watching it?
No, we're all watching it together. Here we go. Ready?
I've been meaning to ask you for a long time. It's interested me. How many eggs did you have to eat to fail those two drugs tests?
Yeah.
The reality is.
Please tell me.
The reality is.
It's been racking my brains for a long time.
No problem.
Everyone wants to know.
The reality is, I've been cleared 3 times by the NADP, by the WBC, by UCAD, by the way, which people are a lot smarter than you. Number 1, I've been cleared. 2, you will never be cleared of being a wanker.
Wow.
Period. That's it.
So when you say you've been cleared, what does that mean?
We apologize for the bad language.
What does it mean?
You have the IQ of a 5-year-old child.
Does that mean that the drugs weren't in your system?
Oh, this is magic.
What more can
I love the look on Rick's face, like he's like validation. Like
this
I told
is
you all
validation
this.
for me.
Is the
I
best
told
fight of all time.
I told the world. I tried.
Yeah, like we didn't think that they were magic and that they hate each
Paul
other.
Revere.
No one refuted
Paul
this.
Revere.
No, I'm Paul Revere riding into
We
town.
haven't even seen the fight yet.
Yeah,
we
no
haven't
one
even seen the
refuted
fight
this.
yet.
We don't need the fight. This is better. This
No
is
one
real
refuted
animosity.
that the build-up, that the
get
press
out of here.
conferences would
Every
be great.
time I said it, you guys acted like I was a schmuck. No, stop it. Stop it. Don't
Better
even
than
try to
what?
revise history.
Better than what? You keep saying better. Better than what?
Anything else we're seeing right now? When's the last time you remember a good press conference?
That is good.
This is of a fight that has been made, though. Our question was always, what is the fight you want to see the most?
This. For this reason. They hate each other.
Involved.
He smashed the goddamn egg in his face.
What else? Do we have other stuff?
We have Turkey Al-Sheikh calling into the press conference.
What is it? What is it? FaceTime?
He's always ready to dial
Yes,
in.
it is, actually.
Was it FaceTime?
Yeah,
Let's see.
play the clip.
Let's see.
You can speak now. You're on.
Ridiculous.
Hello. This is His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh on the phone, wanting to speak to everyone.
Oh, Ade's so happy he finally got a call from
Ade also showing the number off there.
Yo, Ade, what the hell?
You in London
In
for
hand.
the conference in
He swept it
27.
around. Feels like he heard me.
What was I think when I do this fight? I don't know. The wait for reason. Let's see. And usually, I hope the Eddie Camp can do something. Usually Eddie Camp usually lose. And Bin Shalom, I don't hear your voice. I only hear Eddie. Why? What is the reason?
That's normal, Your Excellency.
I hope the Ben corner can have a chance to revenge for the family.
Wow, Turkey.
See you in 27. I think this is the biggest fight in England will be.
Wow,
I
Turkey,
agree with you, Turkey.
He's stirring the pot.
I like that. He's like, Ben,
why aren't you speaking up?
Why aren't you speaking?
What else? Anything else?
We got one more. We've got Chris Eubank talking about Conor Benn like pissing away his goodwill here.
All right.
Chris, speak on behalf of yourself.
Of being
speak on behalf of
the
yourself.
good guy, of
Speak on
being,
behalf
of being the
yourself.
golden boy. That's what I believe.
No. Speak on behalf of yourself.
I know. I'm just saying what I believe your mindset is at
rubbish.
this stage.
This whole time, this whole 10 minutes you've been talking has been rubbish.
It's okay.
And no one's even like, what do you want, a violin?
The sickening thing about this situation is, Conor, you had it.
I have it. You don't have it.
You had it.
No, I have it.
You had
Your career's
everything.
done. You're fighting a welterweight at the end. That sums up your career.
You had the whole public behind you. Everyone wanted you to win.
me see where
Everyone
you're
wanted
going
you
with
to be the next big thing in boxing. I never had that.
No one cares.
You know what I would have given to be in that situation that you were in?
But still nobody cares.
You had it.
But nobody cares still, Chris. You're still going on.
Pissed it all away. You literally pissed it all away. Now, you're here. We're at this press conference. We're going to fight, and you're going to try and use me to get back into the public's good graces. It's just not going to happen for you, kid.
Wow, this is
Hit him with the
running
kid.
deep. We gotta get Senior involved.
We have photographic evidence. Here.
What else?
Got an egg.
There's the egg.
Oh, there it is.
Got an egg.
Wow. By the way, hard boiled? No.
No,
definitely.
The yolk
not.
can't come out of a hard-boiled egg, Ariel.
Hard boiled.
Oh my God. What else?
Definitely a shoot. Definitely.
Oh yeah, they hate each other. There's no doubt.
By the way, I mean, while we're patting each other, ourselves on the back. No, I said, did the slap? It looked like he was like clubbing it. A slap would just be like that.
He didn't want to drop the egg.
He didn't want to drop the egg. He also
But
wanted.
then we watched the replay like 8 times, and none of us saw the egg.
He also wanted the egg to crack
on him. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit awkward.
Rick, you're
shall
going to
we
be
say.
at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
I'll see you guys there.
I feel like
But
I have
also,
Oh, you're going.
when they were
Ariel.
talking to each other,
Oh,
it
yeah.
looked like he said something that set him off, and now we know this was planned all along.
Yeah, he was going to egg him no matter
So he
what.
was
Me and
probably
Brendan
like, you know what,
Johnson
I'm
sitting
actually
in the
have a lot
front
of-
row. You know it.
What about me? What the?
Sorry, we're busy. Conor Benn tweeting, "That's the only shot you'll land on me, you fucking prick. 2 rounds, you are finished."
Oh man, this is it.
We just got to get Senior involved.
Honestly, it would take it to level, 1 million, but it's pretty good on its own. Like I'm not feeling like anything's missing here.
This is the first official. This is not a Riyadh season card, by the way. It's a Ring Magazine card. So this card, and then the following week, May 2nd here in New York, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, Devin Haney, apparently Martin Bacoli as well. So they're doing 2 cards, London, New York, in the span of 6 days. But this is a big one.
It's the main event.
Yeah, man. Not a bad card too. Can't wait to get into it later in the day with one Ade Oladipo.
Yeah, I'm
but,
going to have a great perspective on that.
He was right there.
That Eddie Hearn and Eubank back and forth made me a little bit uncomfortable.
You think so? Why?
They were just going at it. I love it.
Oh, amazing.
Uncomfortable in a good way.
No, I know. I mean, Eubank has gone off on these guys. He went off on Frank Warren, and then Frank Warren.
Yeah, he went off on every promoter.
He threatened to sue him.
Yeah.
As a result, he went off on Eddie too. He likes Turkey. He seems to like Ben Shalom, but this is big time stuff. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I think
Jordan's got to come with us too.
60-something thousand.
Jordan's a Tottenham fan.
Yeah, I know. Is it 60-something thousand? I think so.
If there's a title on the line, it'll be the only title ever won in that stadium.
Wow.
Coming from a Hotspurs fan.
Oh, no love.
Rough.
No love for Tottenham.
And while I'm on the air here, I just got to Frank the Jorth Wall here, you know.
Wow.
My guy Frank over here is doing his job, contributing with facts, and, you know, you just ream him out.
Wow.
Got to have his back here. So, you know, we're waiting for the on-air apology from one Mr. Ariel Helwani.
Thanks, Jordan.
Wow.
Don't cash that check till Friday, Jordan.
For what exactly?
Yeah, what am I
The
apologizing
bathroom
for?
Fiasco?
Well, that too. But, no, you know,
2025?
Frank is chiming in, saying, you know, with the super chat about smashing the egg.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
You're really reaming him out there.
I'm not
You're really giving
reaming,
him
but
the
like
biz.
we're reacting, and then he's like, "Let's go find out like
he's
what kind of egg sandwiches
he's adding
you guys
to the
like."
conversation. He's doing
No,
his
he
job.
did. Listen,
You thought it was going to be like super chat from Sleeto.
What is your favorite color?
Would you rather fight 6 ronda
When you were
Hold on,
growing
hold
up,
on, hold
did
on.
you go to
Shout out to
sleepaway
Sleeto, though.
camp?
Shout out to Sleeto.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
shout
super
out
chats.
Sleeto.
come on. And while we're at it, by the way, can we fix Jordan's microphone there too?
Oh, Jesus.
He's
Now
underwater.
that's actually a personal attack on Frank.
Patricio actually supplied.
We're eating lunch. Frank's just like sitting there stewing. He's just like, now I got to change the fucking microphones for Jordan. Like, all right, Frank, easy, man.
Hey, man.
Just eat the shrimp.
I'm gonna be here after the second show. And he's gonna walk in. He's gonna close the door behind him. And
We need to talk about this microphone.
That's the best.
hey, man. You know, I know you guys joke about the microphones, but like, do you really want them fixed? No. We only just like mention it every day on the show, but we don't really want it fixed. Like, we just kind of like mentioning it. All right, cool. Well, see you tomorrow. No, it's okay. Frank, I'm sorry about that. You know what? That's MB. That's my bad. My bad on the super chat, not on the Jordan Mike situation. But the I was out of line. Do you accept my apology?
We're trying to bring in the next guest.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing to me? Oh, why can't you assess their audio a little bit more? Maybe it's because I'm chatting in your other ear the whole fucking time.
All right. Sorry. All right. Do we have him, or should I wait a second?
1 second.
All right. Fine. In a matter of moments, we are going to be joined by El Pantera himself, Yair Rodriguez. And I'm looking forward to speaking to him. It's been a minute since we spoke to him. Been a minute since we had him on the program. Like I said, 2014 Ultimate Fighter Latin America winner, ranked 5th currently in the UFC featherweight division, former interim UFC featherweight champion, joint 3rd with the Korean Zombie for most fight night bonuses in UFC featherweight history, 9 total. Max Holloway has 10. Cub Swanson has 11. You know about this, man. He's returning to action on the 12th of April against the aforementioned Patricio Pitbull. He's kind enough to join us right now. Yair Rodriguez. There he is. Hello, Yair. How are you?
Good, man. How are you? Good
I'm
to see
doing
you.
great. It's great to see you, too. Welcome back. It's been so long since we've seen you. Where have you been?
Just wandering around, training, and just focusing on myself.
How come such a long break?
I mean, I was trying to fight before. I guess the UFC had other plans, and I finally find out not long ago what they wanted to do, and that's what I'm fighting Pitbull, April.
Yes, April 12th. Now, this is happening like 2 weeks after the Mexico card. Were you hoping to be on the Mexico card?
Yeah, I was actually in conversations with the UFC, and they were mentioning something about maybe fighting Diego Lopez in the Mexico card. And then I guess everything had to do because Tuporia moved out of the weight class. So him moving up takes Volkanovski out of the conversation for the title fight. So Diego Lopez is going from winning, and they're making that fight the title fight. And I have to welcome one of the legends to the big leagues.
Yes. So a couple questions there. Your last fight was almost exactly a year ago, February 24th. So a year ago yesterday was your last fight. Were there any sort of injuries or anything after that fight, or is it just a matter of finding the right date?
Injuries after the fight? No, I just had something going on with my lungs, and I had to be taking medication for like a month after the fight. But that's it. No injuries in my body. Nothing.
Are the
After
lungs
that,
okay now?
Yeah, they're okay.
Okay, no problem.
No problems.
And then when you found out that Ilya was moving up and vacating the title, were you surprised?
Not really. No, I wasn't surprised. Just the timing, I was waiting for the timing. I thought he was going to move up in weight class, but still hold the title. I don't know what happened. They had to just like leave it, I guess. I don't know what was this conversation with the UFC or whatever, but it doesn't make any difference anyway.
Yeah. And so then you get Patricio in April. He told us, he was on the show previously, just an hour or so ago, and he said he was willing to fight you in Mexico. And so how come they didn't, because you're such a big star in Mexico, why didn't they do this fight in Mexico just 2 weeks prior?
I don't know. I was like asking the UFC, and they say they're rather having me in April.
Okay.
I was getting ready, my diet, everything. I had like everything, my meal plan, my preparation, everything was towards fighting March 29th in Mexico City. That's what I thought it was going to happen. And the UFC just called me and offered me the fight, and I say yes.
Did you like the idea of fighting Pitbull in his UFC debut? Like you said, a legend of the Bellator scene. Or were you hoping to fight one of the established UFC fighters?
I was hoping to fight one of the established UFC fighters. But I think like some of them there won't be able to fight for one or other reason. And they say, okay, the fight to do is Patricio Pitbull. What do you think about that one? I was like, okay, let's do it. I like the fight. The guy is a legend. He's dangerous, and I think it's gonna be a great fight.
What did you know about him? How much did you know about him? He's been fighting in Bellator for so long. Was he someone that you watched, that you admired, that you thought about maybe fighting?
No, somebody that I knew for sure. I knew who he was, and I know the toughness of the guy. He fought against Sergio Pettis, Chandler, and he has some other impressive fights on his record. I know he's a double champ. He was a double champ on his legacy on Bellator and stuff like that. And I've been watching some of his fights.
Okay.
But it never was somebody that I thought I was going to fight. Here we are.
When you watch this fight, there are some people out there who say there's a difference in terms of the talent, in terms of the caliber between Bellator and UFC. When you watch him, do you think he is UFC caliber?
I think all of these guys fighting at the big leagues, they have the talent to be fighting or competing at the maximum level. Sometimes it's just contracts. Sometimes it's opportunities. Sometimes it's many things, right? But I just think all of these guys are really dangerous and talented, and they just probably just need an opportunity to prove it.
He was telling us that he was DMing you and telling you to fight him in Mexico and all this stuff, and questioning your Mexican pride. What did you make of this? Is this something that happens a lot, or was this unique for a fighter trying to get a fight with you through Instagram DM?
No, I think the guy was just really excited about fighting in the UFC. And I think that probably the only way that he was going to make that happen if I accept the fight. And whenever he DM me, I say, yeah, man, sure, let's do it. And he was just trying to get me to react to him, but I'm over that fucking shit. I'm here to fight. No,
yeah.
That for me is like a mad girlfriend movement, and
You're too old for this stuff. You've been there, done that.
Yeah, I just don't fall for that shit that easily.
I guess he was trying to, I think, maybe insinuate that you didn't want to fight him, but that doesn't seem to be the case. You were open to it regardless.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the fighting business, and the UFC wanted this fight to happen. Why not? That's it.
Has anyone told you, usually when there's a top fight, like yours on the same card as a title fight in the same weight class, one of the fighters involved in the other fight is the backup fighter in case something happens in the main event. Have you or your team been told that if something happens to Volkanovski or Lopez that you would move up to the main event?
No, we haven't talked about that. I think it's a possibility. It just happened with Islam.
Yeah, and Moicano.
You know, and Moicano. I never think that that's gonna happen. I like to keep the plan. Obviously, it's just like an idea that is just like on the side, right? But my main focus is on Patricio Pitbull. And regardless of what happens, I have to be ready to anything that happens. So if that's the case, and the UFC decides to, for some reason, make the championship fight because some of the guys didn't make weight or injured or whatever, of course, 100%, I'll take it.
Do you think that you would get the call or that Pitbull would get the call? Who do you think is the first one to get that call?
No, I mean, I think there is no question about that. I'll get the call. Patricia's just getting signed to the UFC. I don't think there's like even a conversation about it.
Okay. And who do you think wins that fight? If they do fight, if all goes well, we hope all goes well. Alex Volkanovski or Diego Lopez?
Well, man, that's a tough one. Both guys are really good and really talented. I think one of the things that's gonna like play a big role on this one is gonna be the experience. And Volkanovski has a lot of experience. On the other hand, Diego Lopez has the age. He's younger, he's hungrier. He wants to get it. Alexander Volkanovski has already been holding the title for however long, and that I think that's gonna play a big role. Who wants it more?
Do you think Ilya comes back to 145, or do you think that's it?
I was watching him. That's a pretty big weight drop. I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back to the category or whatever. I think he can still make weight. I don't think he wants to.
Okay.
Probably too hard for him.
Yeah. Do you think he'll have success at 55? Like if he fights Islam, do you think he has success?
Well, the guy has proven his words. He has done what he said he was going to do, and I'll be wrong by not giving him his respect, right? But in a different weight class, different category, things can change a little bit. It will be interesting. I'm really interested about seeing him perform on the 155-pound division and see what he can do against bigger guys. Why not? I think he can do pretty well.
It's interesting, dating back the last few years, 2021, 22, 23, 24, you're averaging one fight a year. Would you like to try to fight more than once this year? You're fighting in April, so perhaps end of the year you could fight again. Is that a hope for you, or do you like just fighting once a year?
No, I hope fighting again before the year ends, 100%.
Yeah, just to be more active. Do you think there's it's just been bad circumstances, right? Maybe some bad luck, some scheduling that has made you just fight once a year.
Yeah, maybe use that, and now with like all the things like moving around the division, I think a good performance against Pitbull can put me right there in a title fight conversation. So I'm like staying active, I'm gonna stay active and just pushing forward, and of course already thinking that I'm winning this fight, like putting it out there to the universe. And I think it's something that it can happen 100%.
Did you realize he's 37?
I find out that not long ago. Somebody just told me, "Oh, he's 37." I was like, "Well, I think that's you're getting there, like in the." To be honest, he's like the age is a very big factor on the MMA sport. I'm 32. And I can feel differences in my body and my performance and stuff. So you have to be a little bit more smart about injuries and training and all this. Always pushing yourself, but being smart about it. And I can imagine for him.
It's amazing. Last month, in late January, you celebrated 15 years since your MMA debut, your pro debut, and you're only 32. So if my math is correct, you were 17 or so when you made your debut, right?
18, yeah.
18, okay. If your birthday and all that, but the point is, did you think it would be this long of a career back then? Did you think it would be 10, 15 years that you'd be fighting?
No, I was just hoping to get one more. Back then. I was hoping to get one more, and I was like literally asking, like, "Hey, man, to my now friend Ramon, the guy that I first fighting for, I told him, hey man, regardless of what happens on this my first fight, I would like you to give me another opportunity. You know, I really want to fight. And he was like, don't worry about it. I'll like think of you and stuff like that. And here we are, fucking 15 years later.
Crazy. How much longer
I
you want to
know,
go for?
I mean, I feel like still like really young. You know, my athleticism is in there. My performance in the gym is there. I just like feel great, honestly, like strong. I react super quick to supplements and good meals, alimentation, and all that. And I think just my body will tell me when it's like a good time to like start thinking of like leaving the sport or whatever. But for now, I think I still have more than a couple of years left.
I saw recently you were I think you were with Alex Pantoja and you had a massive snake around your neck. Gigantic snake.
Yeah.
This thing, I mean, this might end your look at this thing. This is terrifying, this thing. Where are you here? Is this in Sydney?
No, this is in California, and the reptile zoo.
This is crazy.
Man, I grew up like around like rattlesnakes and all that stuff, you know, in the ranch. But like I used to kill those fuckers.
What?
Never like never hold them, you know. And it's easy to kill a snake, you know. Like you need a stick or a rock or something like that. Not a big deal. Like holding this thing was just like fucking something different. Something different.
How much does that weigh?
I don't know. It was like really, really heavy. It was really heavy.
And
all muscle.
And who is that? Who is that kid?
The kid is my girlfriend's good friend. They lost a home, you know, now in the LA fires.
Yes.
And the kid just wanted like, you know, like a way out or something. So we told him, hey, do you want to come? We were like more than happy. He lost his like snake. He had a snake, so he lost it on the fire.
Wow.
As well. So he was like really happy.
Okay. and when you were a kid, you used to kill snakes, rattlesnakes?
Like growing up, you know, like in the ranch, you know, I grew up like in a ranch, riding horses, taking care of sheep and all that, right? So sometimes you get to see them like around, you know, and then you have to be like aware all the time where you're stepping and, you know, be aware of the sound and stuff. And normally, if like they're close of your property and stuff, you don't like just want to let it go because they can still be around and it can be really dangerous, especially when there's like a lot of people, kids. So you gotta like put them down.
Did you ever get bit?
No, never.
Never. Wow. And what's the best way you said? A stick or a rock?
Yeah, you like a stick. You can just like stick it on their head.
Oh god.
Because they can still bite if you like. Let's say you chop their head, they can like still bite. Any snake can still bite after their head is chopped. So the best thing is destroy their head.
Oh my god. Wait, they could still bite after their head is chopped? Like if you chop the head off, the head could still bite you?
Yeah, and they still like move for a while.
Crazy.
The bodies and stuff. Yeah. So you go for the head.
You go for the head. Okay, good to know. But with a snake like that, it wouldn't really work, right? That big?
That fucking thing will kill you.
That thing will kill you. And you had no problem putting it around your neck?
Oh, I had a lot of problems putting it around my neck.
So why did you do it? For the kid?
Just like, I don't know, like they were like really pushing me to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I just have to do it, you know, and I'm gonna put it around my neck. And I was just like trying to defending, you know, like it was like a shock.
It's like a different rear naked choke, right? That thing could go around your neck in a second and choke you out.
Yeah, and then the face was right here, you know, and those things, I have seen videos, you know, all the time where like they can just go and get you. So I'm just like being really aware of the face.
Wow. I wonder how they train it not to attack the people. You know what I mean?
I think that's like she grew up like indoor and stuff.
Okay.
So she's been growing, so she's like used to be handled by the handlers and stuff. So she does pretty well. I think.
You know, you're a mild-mannered guy, like we said. You've been there, done that in the sport. But Patricio, he's making his debut, and like he has fire. Like he's talking smack about everyone. He's calling people out. He's DMing you. Are you expecting in the build-up to the fight, and in particular on fight week, you know, him trying to get in your face, be intense, And if so, how do you feel about all of that?
Great. I feel great.
Okay. You welcome
I
it.
mean, yeah, of course.
All right. Just making sure. Just checking. How do you foresee the
100%.
fight playing out?
How I see the fight playing out, I think I can take it out like in the distance. You know, the guy has power. He's explosive. He's experienced and all that. But he's 5'5". I think he will like find a lot of trouble getting like into range, especially with all my speed and mobility. I don't think it's gonna be that easy for him to get in close contact with me.
Okay. There was a fighter who won a couple weeks ago named Youssef Zalal who said he was interested in fighting you. Are you familiar with him? Are you impressed with him? He's relatively new to the scene, but I'm wondering if you heard that.
Yusuf, yeah, I think didn't he fight Dan Ige not long ago?
He fought Calvin Kattar just 2 weeks ago.
Oh, Calvin Kattar. Okay, yeah, I know who he is. Yeah.
But
yeah, the guy is good.
He's good. Okay, yes. But you were talking, before all of this, you were talking about Max. You were talking about some of the top Diego Lopez, the top dogs. That's who you're looking after right now.
Yeah, of course. Like I don't blame anybody. Everybody's just trying to climb the ladder. And that's okay. Everybody's gonna like try and call my name or somebody that is like in front of them in the division, and that's part of the game. Like people that is like behind you, they will like try and come for your head.
Yes. That's the
that's part of the game.
Right. It's like the circle of life. Everyone's trying to eat each other. And will you train in Mexico for this fight, or are you training in America?
No, I've been in Chicago now for since November, maybe before that. But I've been like staying concentrated here in Chicago, because I was like, as I told you, I didn't find the sphere, and I was hoping to fight November, and then because they say the UFC say something about November, and then they say no, maybe December when Belal supposed to fight, and then he got injured, and then they say no, maybe the UFC is gonna go to Mexico in the first 3 months of 2025, so we maybe not get you to fight in there. And then I was waiting. For me, it's been training and waiting until like now the fight is done. So
is that frustrating?
It's just like not frustrating. There is like good things about it. If you ask me on my past fights, I haven't been able to like fully commit to a training camp. I have only been doing like 10-week training camps. But right now I've been like training for months, and I can see my skills develop, and I'm getting just better and better. Which one thing is frustrating that you don't have like the right answer of when you're going to fight, but the other thing good about it is that I've been training for months now, and I'm in shape. I feel great. I look great. My condition is there. I'm just like basically dropping my weight now and getting ready for this fight and just put it out there.
By the way, before I let you go, why didn't you fight on the Sphere card? Was there any? Because you seem like you would have been perfect for that card.
Yeah, I was offered to fight Diego Lopez, and I honestly, I was coming from like losing the championship and against Brian Ortega. And they say, oh, maybe Diego Lopez will be a good fit for you. And we were just talking about it. You look to fight somebody that is just like as close as you, in front of you, or whatever. So I say, Diego Lopez looks like he's in the number 14. I am looking to get somebody that is in the top 10 at least. And the UFC say, okay, we want to give it to Brian Ortega. And then he won against Brian Ortega. And now he's in the situation he is. I think that's the name of the game. It is what it is.
Was it hard for you to watch that? Because it was such a celebration of your home country, and you have been one of the most famous fighters to come out of there. You helped put Mexican MMA on the map. Was it hard to watch it?
No, it was awesome to watch it. It's awesome to see other people, like new up and comers fighters that are doing great as well. I was super happy to be there to see it from the fan aspect of it, and it was a great event. I'm still going to be representing Mexico no matter where I am or who am I fighting against, or no matter the venue, I'm always going to be representing Mexico. So it doesn't matter.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there. I was in the field.
Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah, it was great. It was a full will be visual experience.
So maybe April in Miami, and then September if they do another one. I don't know if they are going to do another one, but the next Mexican Independence Day card, maybe they do that again, and this time with you.
I think they'll do like they were trying to do like noche events.
Yeah.
Like this, right? So yeah, I'll be really happy to be in the next noche event.
Well, first things first, April 12th, we're very happy to see you back. Welcome back. Love this fight. Always a pleasure to speak to you, Yair. Appreciate the time very much. Good luck in the next 2 months of training, and can't wait for this fight. It's a very fun fight. I think we were all very excited when we saw it. So thank you again, and good luck.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
All right, you're
Thank
the
you for
man.
having
There he
me.
is. Yair Rodriguez, El Pantera. Great to see him back. What a fight. What a card that has become. April 12th in Miami, the Kaseya Center, home of the Miami Heat, who absolutely positively suck these days, which is no big deal. No big deal. Hate to see it. But they have been bringing some big time cards to Miami over the last couple of years. And by the way, anyone else noticing a bit of a trend? Who was it? We had Song Yadong on last week, who was like, yeah, I was ready to go. I just couldn't get a fight. And then Yair just said the same. And someone else just said it recently too. It's like, yeah, I've been ready to go. Who was it? There was someone else recently on the show who said, yeah, I was ready and I was waiting. Song definitely said it last week when we had him on last Monday. Yair definitely said it just now. Someone else said it too. It's so hard. So many guests come on the show. So hard. Yeah. Anyway.
It'll come to you.
It feels like a bit of a
trend?
A thing. I don't know. So many shows. It is interesting that he's not on the Mexico card. Mexico card happening 2 weeks prior, but maybe it was already sold. Maybe they didn't need him. Maybe the tickets were sold. Who knows? All right. Well, that's the story as far as Miami is concerned. And in about 20 minutes' time, we're going to be joined by Aiemann Zahabi to talk about this Montreal card. I can let you know that we found out the members of the PFL not Bellator. Well, there are a lot of Bellator guys. PFL middleweight tournament. So we've told you about, I think it was 135, 45, and 70. Dare I say, so far of the four, I know we also found out about women's 125. Of the 4 or 5 that we've found out about, and they're going to debut, I think it's going to start April 11th, which is the day before this Miami card, in Orlando. So a big time to be in Florida. You might want to do both. Who's doing both? Road trip? About 4-hour drive?
Let's do it.
Connor's definitely in.
He's nodding his head.
Universal Studios?
Universal Studios, and then
make the trip down?
I'm there. PFL. 11 p.m. Eastern start?
Yeah, I forgot.
I'm there. What time does this one start at? Does it say?
I don't know. Well, let's see. Do we have the graphic? There it is. Does it say?
No time on there.
No time on
there. Impakasangane. Fabian Edwards.
Shut up.
I like that. Sadabusi. My boy.
That's a great fight. A great fight.
Wait, which fight?
Golden Roaster?
No.
Edwards and Sadabusi.
Are they fighting each other in the first round?
Are they fighting?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying. The tournament, anything can happen, boy.
Yeah.
It'd be a great fight.
Aaron Jeffrey, Canadian.
Like Shipman.
What's that flag under the Shipman?
English.
England.
Is that England? God.
Yeah.
Is it really?
The old Union Jack.
Wow.
That's not the Union Jack.
Oh.
No.
It's
St. George's Cross.
It's not the old Union Jack. That's what I said.
Josh Silvera. I think this is the best. I think this is the best of the 4 or 5 that we've received so far.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
There it is.
7 p.m.
Oh, this is April 18th. But it's also it's at Universal Studios. They're doing a residency there. It's like Drake at Hakkasan in Vegas, you know? Speaking of England, by the way, yesterday didn't get a chance to speak about. We didn't even talk about our boy Sean Brady getting the Leon Edwards fight.
Big.
Is this a net positive? PT, you have your finger on the pulse over there. Is this a net positive? Are they excited about it?
For who?
For the English fans.
I think Jack Della Maddalena and Leon was probably had more chance of being a spectacle. I think Brady's a much tougher test for Leon in terms of the style matchup, especially coming off that Bilal fight. Brady looks absolutely unbelievable in top control when he gets there. He's got a brilliant submission game. He has his whole system built around chokes. I think it's a very tough match for Leon to be trying to get back in the win column in, to be honest. I think when Jack Della Maddalena was announced, I was like, this is going to be a great striking bout. I can't wait to see it. I think it was going to be spectacular. I don't know if this is going to be spectacular, and I definitely think it's tougher for Leon. So is it good? For Sean Brady, it definitely is.
If you're Leon Edwards, are you pissed right now?
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like he's in a situation where he can't. Obviously, when he's been like, they didn't even have a conversation about him getting a title shot after that fight. Dana at the time didn't really speak very positively about the fight. His takeaways weren't all that positive. So I feel like Leon's in a situation where he can't call the shots, and being immediately in this situation after being the guy with the belt around your waist, that must be incredibly frustrating. But if he does do this, he's answering a lot of questions that we thought were gone away. Like Bilal really highlighted something we thought that was put to bed in the Usman fights, the last two at least, where in his first fight with Usman, he just could not match the guy in wrestling. Then he obviously beats him twice, but Bilal kind of brings everything crashing down to earth with his amazing wrestling game plan that we saw in Manchester. So he better be ready for Brady, because that is where he shines.
So just throwing this out there, Leon Edwards beats Kamaru Usman in August of 2022. He then beats him again in March of 2023. He then beats Colby Covington in December of 2023, so that's 2 title defenses, and then he loses in July of 2024. Sean O'Malley beat Aljamain Sterling in August of 2023. He beats Chito Vera in March of 2024, and then loses to Merab, and is getting an immediate rematch now. And when I say immediate rematch, I mean his first fight since the loss. Obviously, Merab just fought in January, but his first fight. Why isn't Leon, who had one more title defense, afforded the same luxury?
I just don't think he is the company guy, like maybe O'Malley is. And it's also like, to the UFC's credit, like, to talk about it from their perspective, welterweight was going back through the same 3 guys over and over again, and Leon was in at the tail end of that. He becomes champion, but it was a lot of Usman, it was a lot of Colby, it was a lot of Masvidal, it was, and then Leon comes in. I just think with this many guys that we've been talking about for this long, who could potentially have ramifications at the top of the division, Shavkat, Ian, Gary, Sean Brady, Jack Della Maddalena, and now we have Carlos Prates as well. There's Joaquin Buckley, so many guys coming through. I can understand to some degree to wanting to move the division on to get these guys into prominent spots to be vying for contendership as soon as possible.
Yeah, I understand it ultimately. I'm asking these questions. It's presented with no commentary, but you can't take Leon off the London card, right? You can't. I mean, I guess you could, but if you're a fan and all of a sudden the main event is Brady JDM and you're a fan in London, as much as the English fans will say and the European fans will say, we don't want our own, like we want to see the stars of the world, they really do want their own, in my opinion.
Certainly. Absolutely. And really, outside of Tom and Leon, I think Paddy's probably the only guy that you could be guaranteed that's a big headline if it goes to the UK at the moment. That's not to say there's not brilliant fighters there. Lerone Murphy's fantastic. Arnold Allen's fantastic. Go on for days naming all the brilliant fighters in the UK. It is a golden era there. But right now, I see those guys as the 3 people who'll be able to command the top of a card and keep a fan base happy, and also attract casual interest and attract the interest of the mainstream media in the UK.
Yeah, you couldn't. It's a tough spot for him. If this was a regular fight card in some other location, maybe he would have, a very strong case. But I think taking him off the top of that card, which is a little bit thin, I would say. You don't have those guys that you mentioned, Aspinall. You don't have Paddy. It's missing a big name, so he has to kind of carry the load. And so as a result, JDM gets the shot. JDM against Bilal Muhammad. They'll have a press conference tomorrow. I do wonder. By the way, what are the? Let me see here. What are the odds there for that one? Leon.
I thought it was interesting. Rick talking about this on Thursday's show with GC about having to take that fight if you're Jack Della Maddalena against Bilal, because as much as Brady's a bad matchup for Leon, what Rick was saying, like JDM versus Bilal, that's a nightmare situation. But when you're offered the champion and you kind of have to jump at, but with a guy like that at the top of the division and Jack Della Maddalena being a striker, he's probably going to have to go through a dude like that anyway. So that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately.
Nah, you can't say no. It's just...
Bilal is a bad matchup for everybody. Like, he really is just so well-rounded. He's so good at stifling everybody else's game. We saw what he did to Sean Brady. We saw what he did to Leon. Like, he's better than advertised. He's better than people give him credit for, in my opinion.
Brady is minus 140 in that one.
Yeah, I'm actually not too surprised. I actually thought it might have been bigger.
You talk about nightmare matches. Bilal minus 235 against JDM.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense to me. I thought the line for Brady and Leon would be closer to that. I see some value there on Brady.
I'm not mad at fresh matchups either. Is what it is. I'm happy Brady's getting the shot. The only gripe is JDM hasn't fought since March of last year. Tough to go into a title fight when you haven't fought for over a year. By the time this fight happens, it will have been 14 months in between fights, not to mention the injuries. Like a guy like Yair is talking about kind of just being on the sidelines. This guy has been through a hell of a lot. The forearm, the infection, all that stuff. Wasn't able to fight in Sydney this past month. So not ideal, but you can't say no to the fight regardless of who's in there. And you kind of have a feeling the UFC would like some fresh blood. It's just I'm not saying it. Don't. It's kind of. Don't come after me.
Somebody is.
It's kind of a.
I mean, we were mentioning if JDM wins, Islam potentially going up to 170. You talk about nightmare matchups for JDM. Islam is not a good one.
Yeah, but he's the man then. He's the champ.
Yeah.
All it takes is one left hook from hell. By the way, we were just reacting to Egggate. PT wasn't here. PT, have you seen this? Have you seen this footage? I think we might even have a new angle. Do we have the new angle?
Oh my God.
We have a new angle.
Is Nigel's jacket okay? Is Nigel Ben's jacket okay?
Oh, we don't have the new angle.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is the old angle.
We have slow-mo?
I didn't notice the egg until you guys brought it around the second time.
Yeah, no, we discovered that first.
Actually.
We discovered it first, as first reported by Jason. Look at this, PT. Your thoughts? Look at that.
I mean, it's a classic. I'm gonna throw a dig after having a verbal confrontation. As soon as his head leans off to the side, I'm thinking something's coming here. Now, I did have the benefit of you guys saying something's coming here before I watched that. So, but classic. I mean, I saw Rick there, like the cat who got the cream, watching all this unfold.
Oh my God.
I mean, well done, Rick. Everyone else said this fight was going to be shy. Fair play to you, mate.
Yeah, no, he called it. He was on an island by himself. He's the only one. It was him and
That's
Turkey.
how I saw it.
Yeah.
Rick was convinced me that it's going to be a good fight. I'm into it because Rick is into it.
Don't try and do this revisionist bullshit and pretend that like when I would say this stuff, you were along with me. I was beating the drum. I was beating it. Don't try that.
But we were saying fights like, we really want to see Tom Aspinall versus John Jones.
That's great.
We were saying we want to see these incredible fights.
Yeah, good. You keep waiting.
Dream fights, Rick. Dream fights.
Yeah, guess what? It'll stay in your dreams.
You're still lying to yourself.
It's going to stay in your dreams.
The biggest fight in the world that you want to see.
It's going to stay in your dreams.
Fights.
It's going to stay in your dreams. It's going to be your nightmare.
I hope this fight
never going to happen.
I hope it sucks.
Imagine if it's a total
just a snoozer.
No, there's no way.
The Monday after will be great.
It's going to be great.
The energy with which Conor Benn hates Chris Eubank, he is going to absolutely try to kill him. Now, I think Eubank is too big for him if I'm really like analyzing the fight itself. I just don't think he's going to be able to overcome that size difference. But Conor Benn is going to give every single ounce of himself to kill him. And I'm looking forward to it greatly. It's incredible.
Can't wait.
Nah, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Come here. Is Mysterious Frank all right? Is his brain fog okay?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm most concerned about.
I look over and he's literally just like,
Frank? Frank?
Hello.
Frank?
Hello.
Jake? Frank, it's going to be okay. We're almost there. The good news is we have 2 shows today, so...
that's
today, I mean, what a show it's going to be tonight with Ade here. I mean, what about that phone call, boys?
Oh, my God. You know yourself. PT, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Appreciate you very much. God bless. Let's go to our final guest of the day. We found out this morning in the midst of another flurry of breaking news that Montreal's own Aiemann Zahabi is going to be fighting a legend, Jose Aldo, the King of Rio, arguably the greatest and most decorated UFC featherweight champion of all time. Aiemann is, right now, you can make a very strong case, the best fighter coming out of Canada, certainly out of Montreal. They couldn't have had this card without him, and they made it happen in a massive way. First off, my friend, good to see you. Thank you for doing this. Appreciate it very much.
Oh, thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate you putting me on today.
Okay, very exciting stuff. Oh, did we lose you?
1 second.
Oh, that's the phone thing. Is that not the phone thing? It's happened to me too.
Yeah, my bad.
See?
Yeesh, I don't know why.
It does
Are
it.
we back? We did it.
We're back. We're back. Great to see you. Okay, so tell me, when did you find out? Obviously, you wanted to be on this card. And something tells me you would have fought anyone just to fight in Montreal, right? It was such a big deal for you. Aldo is a whole other level of excitement. When did you find out that this was happening?
I think I got the message on Wednesday evening, while I was in California. So I got the message saying that it's a possibility. I said, okay. And then Frost said, let's take a look. Let's watch some tape. And then we said, you know what, this is a great opportunity. Sean Shelby is really hooking us up, especially to do it at home in Montreal. So we said yes, And then I finished signing the contract, I think, yesterday on Monday night.
Wait a second. You and Faraz, your brother, the great Faraz Zahabi, you guys had to take some time and look at tape before saying yes to this fight? It wasn't a yes immediately?
It's never a yes immediately. We're not crazy either.
It's Jose Aldo.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good opportunity. I know, for sure, man. But I feel like it's a great matchup. Really good matchup.
Were you surprised that it was such a big name?
Yeah, actually, because I didn't think they would give me Aldo. I was actually surprised that they gave me Aldo. I thought they'd give me someone in the ranking. I didn't think they'd give me such a big name. So I was really happy that they gave me Aldo.
Yeah.
I was really excited. Yeah, I was like willing to say yes right away. The opportunity. But Frost wanted to watch some tape and see, what's going on with the matchup. So you can't say no to the master, man. He knows. He's been to the battlefield a lot.
Of course. By the way, what would have happened if he would have said, for whatever reason, nah, don't like it, don't love the matchup? Can you overrule him, or does his say?
I mean, that's why I was nervous about him saying no. But I just feel like there's no risk for me.
No.
It's win-win. Fighting Aldo is win-win. Like I would have just said yes, obviously, but. Also, we also want to take an opportunity to renegotiate for money too, right? So you can't just say yes.
Oh.
So thanks to Sean Shelby, we got a new contract.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So we got a new deal. So that's really, really nice. So big shout out to UFC and Sean Shelby for taking care of me.
Okay, great. Well, congratulations on that. Were you on the final fight of your deal?
No.
They just hooked you up?
Oh, we asked.
Okay.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Yes. What is it? The squeaky wheel that gets the grease?
Yeah, exactly. I won 5 straight.
Yeah.
So I got momentum. And I thought, why not ask and see if they're willing to hook it up. And, I feel like I've put in work for 20 years. It's not like I just showed up today.
Sure, no, of course.
And I feel like, why not get paid when you're fighting one of the greatest of all time? And I'm happy that they saw that it was a good idea too.
By the way, as the fights were getting added to this card, did you always know that you were going to get a spot on the card, or were you starting to get a little bit nervous that this Montreal card would happen, the first show in Montreal in 10 years, and you wouldn't be a part of it?
Well, no, you never know, because the UFC doesn't really, I don't think they take it into perspective all the time. Like, oh, you're from Montreal, you have to fight on the Montreal card. I think they were going to go based on what they thought was best for them, what's going to sell the most or whatever. And if they had if they wanted me to fight someone higher ranked, but in their hometown, maybe they'd be like, hey, listen, we know we're coming to Montreal, but we got this guy who's higher ranked. Would you want to fight him in his town? I thought maybe they can go that direction too. I wasn't sure what they really wanted to do with me. But, me, I don't ask for anything. I just, I'm waiting to see what they bring to the table a lot of the time. So I didn't call out Aldo. I didn't call out anybody. I just asked if they can give me somebody ahead of me, and then I'll just deal with whoever they gave me.
Do you remember the last time you fought in Montreal?
No.
You don't remember?
I think I was the main event on a Wednesday night fight or something like that. And I won by knockout, I think, in the second round.
Okay, well, according to this, what I'm looking at, it was Hybrid Pro Series 4.
Yes.
October 17th, 2015. So almost 10 years ago, you fought a man named Jeremy DeChiria.
Oh wait, no, that was my last one. No,
that's what it says here, and you knocked him out in 18 seconds.
Yeah, that was a crazy story because at the weigh-ins, he came up to the scale to do, like right before the face-off. He came up to the scale wearing a shirt that said, "Not given, earned," as if everything in my life has been given to me. He doesn't understand that Frost doesn't do the fights for me. In the end, I gotta fight the guys. I'm the one in the cage. And then when we did our face-off, he was talking mad smack. He's like, "I'm going to show you. I earned this. I fought for this." He was talking trash about like I was just given every opportunity.
Okay.
So I just smiled at him. I put my arm around him and I said, "Bring that energy tomorrow." And then I KO'd him in 18 seconds.
That's incredible. Yeah. It doesn't say here where it was, but it was in Montreal. Like, what was the venue for that?
I think it was Pierre Charbonneau.
Okay. So obviously this would be your first time competing at the Bell Center. You weren't in the UFC the last time they were there, but I'm assuming you've been to some of the UFC shows at the Bell Center, right?
Yeah, I've been to almost all the GSP ones, I think.
Okay, like the first one, UFC 83 against Matt Serra. Were you there?
No, I wasn't at that venue. I was at the second one. Wait, no, the rematch was in Montreal. That was
meaning the first one in Montreal.
Yes,
Were you there as a fan?
That was the most incredible crowd experience of my life. Like at one point, when he was kneeing him, when he was in Turtle, it got so loud.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's getting louder and louder and louder, and I couldn't hear.
It was incredible.
And then the COVID fight, I was backstage with them. And I remember when GSP came out, I was like the first guy he saw backstage from the team. And I'm like, "Congratulations, George." He's like, "Are you crazy?" He's like, "Carlos was the champion for those 20 seconds when he dropped me." I'm like, "No, man, you did it. You came out of that mess." He was so angry about it. I'm like, "Don't worry, man, you overcame it." So, but he was a little upset with his performance, but he did great, I think, in the end.
Yeah, I think that famous picture of him with the bag of ice on his head, looking all upset and beat up afterwards. It's an absolute classic. And now you're the guy. You're the guy flying the flag in Montreal.
Yeah.
I think you might be the only Montrealer on the card, at least as of now, unless I'm forgetting about someone.
Well, Barrio's on the card, but is he a Montrealer or from Quebec?
Yeah, it's all the same, but I think you're true blue Montreal. What does that feel like? You're the guy. You're the GSP in this situation. In fact, I would say like you're the people's main event. Like there's two title fights, no doubt, but this is the one that the media is going to talk about. Like you have the French media breaking the news today. Like you're the one that's going to get all the attention in your hometown, in the venue where the Canadians play. What does that all feel like? Has it sunk in yet?
It feels great. I felt like I had some of this, a taste of this when I was fighting in Madison Square Garden. I was the first fight of the night, and GSP was coming to fight Bisping, and I thought that was going to be my GSP passing the torch moment, but I kind of dropped the ball in round 3. I ended up getting KO'd, spinning elbow. Man, and it was a rough 2 years after that, right?
Yeah.
Now I went out, and I've won 5 in a row. I've got so much more experience. I've got Mindset Mike. He's helping me out. I got a great team around me now, and I think this is going to be the moment now where I carry the torch and I won't choke. There's going to be no hiccups.
Incredible. What do you make of the state of Aldo and his career right now? He comes back to the UFC and he's been fighting, he fights Mario Bautista, he fights Jonathan Martinez. These aren't title contenders, and 1-1. The last fight was a little controversial. Some people thought he won, but where do you think he's at right now in his career?
He's past his prime, I think, a little bit. And like, I don't mean that by age, because we're like very similar in age, but the difference is like he's got a lot of miles on him, a lot of championship rounds, a lot of hard fought fights. I have less damage on my body throughout my career. I haven't fought as often as him, but he's still dangerous. He's still super dangerous. Jonathan Martinez was a top ranked guy. He beat him pretty decisively, I thought. And like you said, he fought Mario Bautista, and Mario Bautista had a lot of momentum going into that fight. And arguably, Aldo won the fight. Some people thought, I wasn't upset by the decision because really, honestly, it was so razor close. It could have went either way. I'm not mad at Bautista, like it really could have went either way. Depends who you gave round 2 to, so it was a tough call. But he's crafty. And he's still got life in him, man. So, but I'm hoping to send him into retirement in the most respectful way possible. I mean that. And obviously, I'm not talking trash to the guy, but I think it's a good launch pad for me.
Is that a little bit part of the motivation to be the last guy that he fights, to retire him?
listen, you never know when these guys retire, but it would be nice. I would have liked to be the one to knock out Pedro for the first time. And I thought I hurt him with a nice right hand in round 3, but that guy is so durable. It would be nice to get a finish over Jose Aldo. I think Peter Yan got a TKO over him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hard guy to finish. He's fought some of the best. And I just want to say, I was in Kenny Florian's training camp. Okay?
Wow.
Over 10 years ago, I was pretending to be Aldo for the whole camp. I was going back between Boston and Montreal with Kenny to make sure. So, Kenny, this one's for you, baby.
I love that.
We're going to get him this time.
That's incredible. I think off the top of my head, was that UFC 136 in Houston?
I can't remember the date. But actually, what's funny? Because Kenny just messaged me. He's like, get him for me. He's like, you got to get him for me now. So I'm just doing it now in public.
Oh, my God. That was a nightmare weight cut for Kenny, right?
Oh, yeah, it was hell.
That was 145, and I think, had he had a fight at 145 before that?
He beat his teammate. I think he beat Diego Nunes, but he got dropped at the end of round 3. Remember? We're all like, oh, no!
Yes. But I remember talking to him the week of that fight. I'm pretty sure, I just need to see if I still got it. Do I still have it? They confirmed it. UFC 136 in Houston. How about that? Still got
Ariel,
it.
you're the man.
Yes. I remember talking to him that week, and he was so sunken in, he looked like a skeleton. And now here you are.
Great. He still did a good job. A lot of people knock on Kenny, but it's very rare for a fighter to get 3 title shots.
Yeah.
And he fought 3 different champions.
That's unbelievable.
He had a good run. Kenny did great.
He did incredible. No, he's one of the all-time greats. What's wild is that was 14 years ago, and here's Aldo still in the mix.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. Hats off to him for being able to sustain, and he's still beating Jonathan Martinez, still a top 15 guy.
Yeah.
No, he's no chump, so this is going to be the best preparation of my life. I'm pulling out all the stops. There's no stone that won't be turned for this training camp. I'm going to try to bring in the best guys that could imitate him as much as possible. I'm going to take my conditioning to the next level. For us, I actually started training pretty seriously already because, we had Calvin Cater, we had Rob Font, and we had Nasrat Hakparas getting ready for fights.
Yeah.
So I've been sparring these guys for the last 8 weeks, and I've been imitating their opponents for them, but the rounds are hard, man. And I've been putting in the grind. I just spent, 2.5 weeks in California with Nasrat, sparring him every week, getting him ready for the fight. So hopefully Jose Aldo doesn't hit harder than Nasrat.
It's also crazy that despite all the time that he's fought, in the UFC, WC, he's only a year older than you.
Yeah, I know, man. He's a beast. I'm a late bloomer, baby.
I know you are a late bloomer. You are a late bloomer.
But I'm all about my team. So I've sacrificed a lot, and my career. I started off coaching first.
Yeah.
And then I convinced my brother at 22 to let me go pro. And then I was like, if I don't make it to the UFC by 30, I'll just go back to school. And then I signed with the UFC at 29. So I just made it for my deal. And then, the rest is history.
Would you have really stuck to that? If they called you when you were 30 and a half, 31, would you have said no?
Yeah, I'd have to start making money by then.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like the sticking point for MMA fighters because it's so hard to make money in MMA, And then, by the time you're 27, 28, all your friends who graduated university, they're all starting to make real money. And then it's like, man, what am I really doing? That's why a lot of guys who have a lot of potential, if they don't have a good support system around them to help them sustain the high level training and to pay for the things that they have to pay for and travel the world and train with different teams and, just get in the work they need, a lot of times we don't see all the best because they fizzle out because financially it's very hard. It's very hard to make it. And I know a lot of people knock my age, but I see it in a totally different way than everyone that makes fun of me for, getting in the top 15 now. But it's I never quit on my dream. And no matter how hard it got, and, I fought once a year after 2, I lost by KO. I fought only once a year. Then I lost again. You know how little money I survived on to stick it out, to see my 5-fight win streak?
Yeah.
I suffered, man. I paid my dues. So, I've been training my ass off for 20 years. And I'm going to give everything I have for the next 2.5 months to be able to show out on May 10th.
Well, it's such a fascinating story because, as you said earlier, you don't have the miles on the tires. You are older, but, you're, like you said, late bloomer. And so you're mature. You've been around all these legends. You have one of the greatest coaches of all time as your brother. And it's all coming together later than most, but you don't have the 39 fights that Jose Aldo has on the resume. So I think the path is a great one, and it's working out perfectly, and it's all coming together. It just so happens that the UFC is finally coming back to Montreal for the first time in 10 years, and here you are as you're peaking on this winning streak. It feels like all the stars are aligning for you. So I think it's great. I love it.
It's incredible. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity, grateful to the UFC for giving me Aldo without even, I didn't ask for it, so it's like, I feel like they're giving me a great opportunity, especially due to my hometown. And like, obviously Jose Aldo's world renowned, so like, it's great for me here, but it's also great for me globally, which is nice. I'm really excited about that. And this is kind of, beating Aldo is kind of like my Cinderella man moment, so it's like, it could be a great story.
Are you surprised he said yes?
No, he's the greatest of all time. Like, he is probably not afraid of anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worried about fighting the best of the best. He's been doing it forever. And when you defend the title as many times as he has, everybody's just a human being. And like, even to me, like, I mean, no disrespect when I say this, obviously he's a legend, but like, he's just a man. He breathes air. He bleeds like we all bleed. He gets tired like we all get tired. And I'm not going to over respect him. I'm going in there to beat him. When I called GSP, when I said yes to the fight, he told me right away, he's like, look, this is a great opportunity for you to build your name off Jose. But he's like, don't over respect him. Yes, you respect him as a fighter, but he's just like everybody else you've ever fought. He's just a man. So just go in there and be yourself and fight the best you can.
I love that. Will he be a part of the camp? Will he be at TriStar, GSP?
I'm hoping so. Listen, they've had him doing a lot of media for this event. And I told him on the call, I'm like, listen, I would love to have you in my corner.
Oh, that'd be incredible.
That'd be incredible, right? In Montreal, walk out with GSP.
Yes.
So he told me they've have him doing a lot of promo for the fight. So we're going to see if we can work that with the UFC, if they can let him go for, 30 minutes so he comes out.
He's got to be there. I saw him. He was introducing Team Canada, the hockey team, on the ice. He's got to be there for his boy. If he can do that,
he barely knows those guys. I know him since I'm 15 years old, man. You know what I mean? Come on with the boy. Come on with the boy.
He's got to be there. By the way, you've been in California the last 2.5 weeks or so, you said. I know this from my parents. They told me the snow over there in Montreal is horrific. Your poor family's been stuck in the snow over there, and you're in California?
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. Actually, it's so funny because I've been training there. I missed both snowstorms. Okay, and my wife was lucky because I flew her out Valentine's Day weekend, so she missed the second storm. So she was really happy about that. But when my wife got back, I call my daughters every day on FaceTime and to keep in touch, of course. And on the Wednesday after the second snowstorm, I'm saying goodbye to my daughter, and my daughter Amila's like, okay, Dad, have fun on your UFC relaxing vacation. Like, babe, I'm not on vacation. I'm like, I'm here sparring guys 2 weight classes up. I'm working my butt off over here. So, like, it just hit me, like, I really got to get them in the gym because I need them to, understand, like, what's going on when I travel with these other guys.
They're hitting you with the guilt, huh?
Yeah, and they're like, because, it's so funny because, obviously we brought in guys for Nasrat too. Like, it's not only me sparring him, there's a bunch of other guys. One of the guys was Juan Archuleta.
Oh, yeah.
And when Juan came to Montreal and he saw the weather, it was like -30, -40. He's freezing. I was telling him, listen, in Montreal, we don't only train your body, we train your mindset.
Yes,
you're too soft out there in California. Then when I got to California, I saw how beautiful it was. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I hope I don't stay here. I hope I don't get soft the 2 3 weeks I'm here. I need the cold. And my daughter, when she called me, she's like, Sheikh, how is it not a vacation? You have beautiful weather. You don't have a snowstorm. It's blah, 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 blah. I'm like, man, even my daughter has called me soft.
It's tough.
Montrealers, we're on another level.
Different breed.
Yeah.
100%. Could I ask you 2 last things before I let you go? We had Youssef Zalal on the show last week, and I know this is more of a question for your brother, and I understand that. But he was being very, he was being very accusatory towards the team about greasing and things like that. Did you hear his comments about Calvin, and what is your reaction to them?
I think he was looking for a scapegoat. I think a lot of people were hating on him after the fight. It's very rare someone gets booed in the apex, and I think he was trying to throw shade on my brother to take the news attention off him. But listen, it is what it is, man. He wants to fight for us. Let's do it. I mean, Sean Shelby knows Frost's number. we can set that up. If he doesn't want to fight for us, if he wants to come to bantamweight, I'll take it. If he wants to fight Arnold Allen will defend our honor. Whatever it is, we can solve it in so many ways. But how could he say, like, if he knew anything about Calvin, first of all, Calvin would never grease. For us, never greased GSP. All this stuff has been debunked. I mean, it's what it is, man. If he's looking for a scapegoat, I really don't think it's something nice to say. Especially, we've invited him to come train with us before this Calvin fight, and to talk trash about my brother, it's kind of stupid, I find.
Yeah, I appreciate that. By the way, has your brother ever considered having a pro fight?
Listen, the money has to be right.
Did anyone come to him in the past all these years?
Listen, give us a number that we like.
He would do it? How old is he now, your brother? He's past 40, right?
45 young, brother.
45. No, I know he's in phenomenal shape.
Young. Him versus Yusuf Salal.
Yeah.
Put money on for us.
You're proposing this.
I mean, listen, man. Or it comes to the gym. We do it at the gym. I don't care.
Or a grappling match.
Grappling match. Let's do it.
But even back in the day, like 10, 12 years ago, did anyone ever approach your brother about fighting?
I don't know. Maybe. He hasn't told me about too many of that. But, I mean, what he was the coach at, like, young. I can't remember how young he was when he took over.
Right. I was just curious if anyone, any TKO back in the day said, yeah, you're a famous guy. You come fight for us. Obviously, it never happened, and you went that route. But that made me think. I've never heard. Maybe I asked him many years ago, but I don't remember if it ever happened. Not necessary now. Maybe a fun grappling match. But in the end, I just wanted to hear if I'm sure he heard about it, and I know it's more of a question for him because he was speaking specifically about him, but I appreciate you addressing it.
Scott's never really going to say anything about it. He's just going to let it roll off his back. I don't know. I mean, Zalal should apologize to him because there's no evidence of him greasing. And if he really thought he was greasing, they should have checked it. They should have said something after the fight. They would have checked Calvin backstage. Why not?
Yeah.
So I think maybe he was just trying to make a joke. If it's just a joke, he should apologize eventually. He should come out saying, yeah, whatever. I don't know. But it is what it is.
All right. Press conference tomorrow in Montreal.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Is Jose going to be there?
I don't know.
All right, we'll find out. You could do a face-off with the screen. Is he going to come? I don't know. They're making Jack Della Maddalena come from Australia, so he should be there too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, cool. Why not?
All right, well, we'll find out. Most importantly, love this fight. Congratulations. Well done. And I can't wait to hear what the Bell Center sounds like on May 10th when you come out. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Awesome. Thanks. I just want to give a shout out to Pat Tenori, for giving us a place to train while we were in California the whole time. He was a very gracious host, so thank you very much.
Incredible. What a guy. Love the stuff as well. So, yes, I echo that. Thank you, Aiemann. I appreciate it, and good luck to you.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, there he is. Massive fight on the 10th of May, UFC 315. Jose Aldo against Aiemann Zahabi in Montreal. That's a big one. I'm excited about this one, guys. I am excited about this one. I do not echo New York Rick's Debbie Downer demeanor when it comes to the fight. Yeah, like the sentiment just isn't there.
You're mischaracterizing.
No, say it to his face, all right? Say it to his face.
I would say to his face exactly what he said. I'm shocked that he's fighting Jose Aldo. Exactly what he said when you asked him, was he surprised that he's fighting Jose Aldo?
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Coming together. Let's see if we have like an actual UFC 315 main card. Do you think maybe, like how they like to do like Hall of Fame announcements when it's appropriate, like Izzy and, I know he like lives close to say, do you think maybe they'll have me in the front and like Dana and Hunter sitting next to me?
Every time we bring up Montreal, you say,
they should.
I know, we keep making all these pushes. I'm trying to make reservations at the Orange Julep, and you're just like, nah.
Like they'll maybe do like a compilation for me of all the moments.
Yeah, we'll see you there, man.
The good times, the bad times, I'll be on you. So here's what we got. Bilal versus JDM, Valentina versus Mano Fiorot, Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva. Gilbert Burns missing out on Florida, going to Montreal against Michael Morales and Aldo Zahabi. Feels like that's the 5-pack right there. Let's see what else we got. Brad Katona on there. Shout out. Marc-André, yeah. Fighting out of Quebec, so I do have to mention that. Malott on there. Jasmine might get on
Jazz Divizius.
Yeah, shit, that was quick. Jeez.
Jazz Divizius.
I can't see any of those 5 fights not getting main card treatment. Seems like she might be prelims. But I like it. I'm happy with it.
It's a solid card.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. All right.
It's a solid card.
Quit your whining. Any
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stand.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the greater
The
public.
people who are saying like, yeah, it's not that great. I think it's pretty solid.
We have a hard out, guys, so we do need to answer some super chats before
know
we
how
go.
respectful you
Thomas
are. but-
Cruz writes,
Yes.
Does creating a 165-pound division solve the Islam versus Bahal and Oliveira versus Topuria problem? Islam fight for the 165-pound belt.
They ain't doing it. I appreciate everyone trying to figure out how to introduce the 165-pound division, but they've had many opportunities to do it, and they haven't taken those opportunities, so I don't see it happening now. But maybe for Topuria they do it. But I haven't heard anything of the sort. What else?
Jake from Windy City. Congrats, Team Canada, for the win. How good is McDavid? Excited about the Olympics next year?
Oh, yeah.
Ariel, what's your favorite Team Canada hockey moment?
All right. Well, first of all, incredible win. I was saying this to someone, I think it was over the weekend. The U.S., and notice I didn't bring it up. You know, I'm not like you guys. I don't show up with the regalia and the flags and all that stuff. You know, we keep it classy.
Like 4 days later, had we all done something together on
listen,
Friday, you would have
no chance.
shown up.
The U.S. needed this win just to poke fun at Canada. 51st state, governor this, we beat you at your sport, yada, yada. Canada needed it for its self-confidence. Canada needed it for its identity. Canada needed this way more than the U.S. You acknowledge that, right? You see, like this was a nice thing on the Saturday. Oh, there's a nice Barstool meme here. There's a nice joke there. Canada was having a crisis of confidence. Canada needed it for a lot more than...
You can't lose to the U.S. in hockey?
No, but it wasn't just, this was bigger than just the U.S. This was the Trump stuff. This was the 51st state stuff. This was all that stuff. The governor, all that. Like, losing in Montreal to Team USA on that Saturday night was embarrassing for the country. Hockey means much more to Canadians than it does to Americans, on the whole, right? I mean, that is our national sport. I know technically it's lacrosse, but let's be honest. Unofficially, it's hockey.
Really? It's the national sport is lacrosse?
Yeah, believe it or not, which is weird because it's not popular at all. I would say it's way more popular here in the United States. But they needed it for their identity. If Canada would have lost that game, the jokes, the insults, 2 in a row, like all the rhetoric would have been awful. Here's this country who, often does feel like the kid brother. Over the past couple of months, having to hear that they're going to be the 51st state, that the prime minister is going to be the governor, that they're going to be hit with these tariffs and all this stuff. And on top of that, they lose to them in the midst of all this. That's what made it so big. Most watched non-Olympic hockey game in U.S. history. And the numbers in Canada were insane. So I feel like this is a fairly sane take. Canada needed it for its identity, for their confidence. U.S. just needed it for the jokes. You know what I mean? They just needed it for the gag.
Yeah, I think everyone still would have been all right if Canada had lost.
No, Canada. I mean, it would have been code red. And to answer the follow-up, yeah, I mean, what a table setter for the Olympics. Less than 365 days away. There's a real true blue rivalry there. And by the way, last time, 4 years ago or 3 years ago, there weren't NHL players at the Olympics because of COVID. This time around, there are. In 2026 in Milano.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a COVID problem. I think that was a collective bargaining problem.
I think it was a COVID slash on air. I think the players didn't want to have to deal with all that. Remember, it was in China. I think in unison it felt like a big pain in the butt. No one was raising their hand to go in the middle of the season to deal with all of that. You don't think so?
No, I mean, the last time they played was 2014, if I'm not mistaken, when TJ Oshie, literally carried Team America on his back to beat Russia in a 12-round shootout.
Sure. No 2018?
Don't believe so.
Wow, on air, coming in with the stats.
But no. There's no refuting there. The COVID thing is legit. Look it up. COVID slash. Fine. COVID slash. Anyway, it was a big win. And as far as my favorite moment, I mean, it's hard to go against the golden goal, Sidney Crosby, 2010. Casey and I were there. We did a great video. We were watching it with a bunch of Canadians. We were all drinking maple syrup after. It was incredible. And here we are 15 years later, almost to the day, and it's the heir apparent Conor McDavid with the golden goal. I mean, how could you not love that symbolism? And of course, who could forget Summit Series 1972, Paul Henderson? I mean, these are things that you're taught about in school. You were literally taught about these moments in school. Game 8 of the Summit Series. Yes, it went to 8 games against Russia. Paul Henderson. It's on like coins. It's on the freaking stamp. All right, Paul Henderson. Look it up. 1972 Summit Series. Those are probably the two biggest ones, I would say. What else, Frank? What else?
Make really good state historical facts when Canada becomes 51st state, so I appreciate it. John Cross writes, I'm way behind, but here's where we get Ilya first, 155-pound performance. If he wins, good recovery during Ramadan for title fight in fall.
Is he? It sounds like he's referring to Ilya fighting Justin Gaethje. Are you out of your mind?
But I don't. I also is Ilya Muslim? Is he?
No, I think he's saying have him fight while it's Ramadan.
While it's Ramadan.
No, he ain't. You think Ilya's fighting in 11 days?
No chance.
Come on, guys. What else?
So, lastly, we have Sucker Free question for New York Rick. Match at the Gathering question.
Oh,
if Hamzat is aggro red, someone like GSP is a mid-range fighter, which fighter, past or present, is a blue-based Drago deck? Thanks for letting me sit at the cool kids table.
Yeah, it's a great question.
You handle that one.
I thought I was going to toss to you because I know that you know all about blue control decks and things like that. First of all, let me just say, what was his name? Sucker Free. Hamzat, aggro red for sure. Great call. GSP mid range, perfect call. I feel like this is how we close this out. Blue control, the master of the control, the one who is drowning his opponents until they submit and then mounts his offense. Habib Nurmagomedov. So Habib, mono blue control deck. Love this question and salute your choices in Hamzat and GSP.
Can we see it one more time? I just want to. The last sentence, thanks for letting me sit at the cool kids table.
Yeah.
It's apostrophe S, which means there's only one cool kid.
Wow.
You're sitting at a table by yourself, Rick. Sorry, bud.
I am cool. I mean, that is what he is implying, and I will accept it.
You get a whole table to yourself.
No, he's joining me. Sucker Free is welcome now. He's sitting here with me. The rest of you are not invited.
What else?
That's it.
2 pieces of breaking news. We're not getting the Bryce Mitchell, Eli Barzilai grappling match, pit submission, KC53 Denver, but apparently we are getting Kyle. Why twice?
Yeah.
Why twice?
You said there's 2 pieces of breaking news.
Well, yeah, I'm going to get to the second one after I read this one. For fuck's sake, Frank. Is everything okay? Is it the brain fog?
I'm trying to tell you.
Jeez Louise. The other news that I just said was yesterday's news. Although, it is worth noting, this is a bit of a new piece of information. I guess I missed this part of the announcement. Bryce said that he actually pulled out of the fight because he didn't like what they did to his face in the poster.
He didn't like the Photoshop. They made him look feminine, quote unquote. So
we thought the whole thing of him saying like I got to fight, I need to focus on that was Cap. This is like Cap City.
No,
he
because
pulled out of the fight because he didn't like the
President
poster.
Awesome came out and was like, "Hey, we're sorry for photoshopping that poster, brother." Like
he said he didn't want to take the fight because he didn't like the poster.
Yeah, he made him look feminine.
Eyebrow and then the
eyebrow and then no cauliflower.
Yeah.
Anyway, Caio Borralho is going to be competing on Friday against
this Friday.
Yeah, against the dreaded TBD.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Look what TBD did to Michael Chiesa, UFC Seattle.
TBD's taken out a lot of opponents. That's tough.
Chiesa didn't even show up.
Didn't even show. Well, he was there. He was working the desk. Although his voice sounded a little bit sort of like mine right now.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Another piece of breaking news. Just got this through the wire. Chris Cyborg is returning to action on the 3rd of March. So is that this weekend? Yeah, that is this week.
What?
It's Sunday.
In Medellin, Colombia. Following dominance.
Boxing.
Number 1 ranked super middleweight. Oh, she's wait. Oh, okay, here it is. She's competing a 4-round boxing bout against Karen Fernandez, the number 1 ranked super middleweight in the country of Colombia.
Oh, boy. Okay, hold on a second though.
Get it together.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Get it together.
Is there a comma anywhere there? Is she fighting the number 1 ranked middleweight, comma, in Colombia? Or is she fighting...
Is she fighting the number 1 middle ranked and they're fighting in Colombia?
In Colombia?
Or is she fighting the number 1 middle ranked Colombian?
In Colombia. Help me.
Oh my gosh. The number 1 ranked. Well, let me just look her up.
Is there a comma? I need to
What's
know,
her
is there a comma?
No, there isn't a comma.
Oh,
What's her name?
Oh, no, there's
Please
no
tell me her
comma.
name.
Karen Fernandez.
Oh, there's no comma?
There's no comma. There's
Oh,
no comma.
Oh, no.
Oh, she's 1-0.
Oh, no.
Wait, can't be. This can't be.
No, dude.
She's the number 1 ranked in Colombia.
5 days before the fight's taking place?
Okay, box rec. 37 Colombia. Oh, it doesn't let me log in.
I can't find it, dude.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, Karen Fernandez.
I could just say.
Oh, no. I'm seeing 1 and 2. She is the number 1 ranked. She's the number 1 ranked. What did we say this was? Super middleweight. There is actually only 3 Colombian super middleweights on BoxRec forum, and they're 0-2, 0-2, 1-2.
So by default, she's the number 1.
Karen Fernandez getting a half-star ranking on BoxRec. I can't lie, I've actually never seen that before. Yeah, she is 1-2. 1 loss coming against Josefina. No, the 1 win coming against Josefina Travisato, who was debuting. All 3 fights have taken place at Coliseo de Pescacito, David Ruiz, Urecha, Santa Marta.
What?
This is a quote from the press release. Colombia has a strong history in the sport of boxing, and knowing Karen Fernandez is the top-rated female fighter in the country, I'm expecting a tough fight.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Okay.
She lost to an 0-2-1 fighter and a 14-5 fighter. She's also been knocked out in both of her defeats.
Well, I would say the good news is we have our top story for Ariel Helwani coming up in a little over an hour's time, because this is a boxing story.
I think we also have our pound for pound for boys in the back this week. We're going to rank the top super middleweights in Colombia.
Well, there's only 3, so we can't. We need to find one more Karen Fernandez stat for you here. 37 years old, made her boxing debut in September of 2023. So
okay, wow.
Just about like 18 months ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. There you have it, gents. Glad we got that one in. And looking forward to it. I guess that's this Sunday. Watch party or?
No, I'm going to pass on that one.
Okay.
Oh, you're doing it, Connor? All right. Connor's in.
All right. Well, who can we get? Maybe Danny Segura? Luke Thomas? You know, they fly the flag for Colombia. Maybe they could weigh in on how big this is. Guys, we got to go. I mean, we're way past.
We have one more.
Oh, Jesus.
Chat,
okay.
So,
listen, I'm not the one who has to.
No.
Jordan over there is sweating up a storm in between.
He wants to get this.
What's a hard out? This doesn't exist. It can change, right?
You redefined hard out for us, so we're just embracing it.
Oh,
Big
here we
Head
go.
MMA. Ariel, longtime listener, big fan of the show. I need to know, do you have any insight when the UFC is coming to Chicago?
No, actually, I do want to let
Chicago?
you know. No, Des Moines is they're covering it all. So the whole Midwest is getting covered via the Des Moines card. When's that? Early May, I think. Right?
May 3rd, right?
Yeah, May 3rd. Thank you,
Ooh,
Frank.
can't wait for that.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big one. I have not heard. I swear we get a question or two a week on the nose. You can see it tomorrow right here on the show. Great show tomorrow, by the way. We get a question. No, I'll work on that one. Question or two every week about Chicago. But as of right now.
I mean, I think at this point, you just have to recognize the UFC is going for site fees.
Yep.
Chicago could get an event if they paid a high site fee. It seems like they're not interested in it at the moment.
No.
So UFC is going elsewhere.
Tomorrow on the program, haven't told this to the boys. I like when I get to reveal it to everyone in real time. We have friend/foe of the program, Sean Brady, joining us.
Whoa!
We'll see what he has to say about
GC?
The ducking allegations.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Is this the day? Do we finally get clarity?
Well, we'll get clarity.
Oh, dates.
No.
Dates.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see everything.
Got to get to London.
We will also be joined by show debutante John Silva, who's of course taking the sport by storm. The Big Goose himself, Joseph Parker, will be joining us from Auckland to talk about everything that happened last week in Riyadh with Daniel Dubois falling out, and of course the big win over Martin Bacoli, and he's one of our own. Arguably the greatest featherweight champion of all time, Alex the Great Volkanovski, will be joining us to talk about his fight against Diego Lopez. Is that a banger or what?
Loaded.
Oh, the lineup. Oh, the lineups are getting too weak because you're going every day. Fuck you. We continue to hit you with the best lineups each and every day, and we ain't stopping. Hit my damn music, Frank. I'm out of here. What do we got? That would have been a good way to crescendo, but I have to sit here for 2 minutes, so I don't got anything else to say, Frank.
John Silva, Volkanovski, Joseph Parker, and then who's the last one again?
Brady. Good boy.
Yeah.
You would forget that one.
No wonder I forgot him. Forgettable.
Get all your merch over at arielhelwani.com. Submit your questions over at arielhelwani.substack.com. In about 71 minutes from now, thumbs up to the chat. Yeah, thumbs up to the chat. 71 minutes from now, we'll be live on the DAZN Boxing YouTube channel. Everyone go over there. Yes, at 5 p.m. Eastern. Golly, do we have a lot to discuss. Adil Adiba. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he got hit by a stray eggshell. Possible?
I hope he has a piece of it to bring me back. I would love it.
Remember a couple of weeks ago when I was like, oh, boxing, all-time high right now, killing it. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Stick to MMA. Yeah, who's laughing now? Jabronis. Last week we get Martin Bacoli traveling from Africa to Riyadh on a 14-leg flight. You can't get that drama anywhere else. Where else do you get that?
Cyborg Fernandez
booked, signed, sealed, and delivered in less than a week? Kidding me?
Days.
Are you kidding me?
I got to catch a flight to Colombia.
Have you been to Colombia?
No.
I heard the weather this time of year is fantastic.
Dated a girl for a while from Colombia.
Oh, wow.
Had a flight booked and everything.
And then?
The relationship ended.
Damn it. Medellin? Yeah. Shout out to Entourage. Anyway, tremendous show. Thank you very much. Aiemann Zahabi, Yair Rodriguez, Song Yadong, Patricio Pitbull. Thanks to you, thanks to them. Back later today, same time, Mississippi.